Good morning and welcome to the T-Man Show. Everybody's getting in the studio, getting ready to bring you the big show, because that's what we do. We bring you the big show and you get to listen to it. How nice is that? The T-Man Show begins right now.
That's her.
Jeez. Yes.
Good morning,
T-Man.
Yes.
Hello.
How do you feel on a opening day for your Major League Baseball? Are you ready for some baseball?
Oh, so ready? Guarantee my mom is.
Pasty Dave and Pappy
Yeah?
and the Mogul taking in a game today.
That's quite the tradition, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's a long-running tradition, kind of like Sunday night dinners.
Oh, yeah.
Been doing it for years without interruption. What time's the game today?
2:05.
2:05.
2:05. 2 o'clock, not good enough for them. I don't know why.
Everything's on the
You can't-
05.
We know
there.
we're not going to start on the dot, so we don't want people to notice. So if we make it 2:05, nobody ever notices if we start late.
Right.
The games used to start back when I was like 6
Sure.
on the dot. They used to make it either 8 or 7.
Right. But not anymore.
Now, for some reason,
It's 105.
when I turned like 9 or 10, now going back years, they decided to make everything 05.
I know, or 135.
And I'm telling you why, because people notice when you're late if you start something at 7. But you start at 7:05, you're like, oh, I started at 7:09, what's the big deal?
Yeah. Probably right. Pretty interesting.
Yes, everything's about life's interesting, huh, right? Well, yeah, today is opening day.
Yeah.
Jamie Moyer is going to pitch for the Mariners.
Oh, wow.
Then tomorrow he hands the ball, the 42-year-old hands the ball to the 19-year-old.
Whoa.
That's to show me how it's done.
Jamie still get it done, though, right?
And yes, especially at home, Terry. On the road, it could be a nightmare. But anyway,
We'll see you at 2:05.
yes, we'll have a good idea of what he may or may not bring this season. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a possibility he may not even make it through the season, Terry. I hate to be pessimistic here, but there's a chance he may be Cy Young.
Whoa.
He'll be pulled by 2:08.
Yeah. See the oldest pitcher ever?
Well, the game starts at 2:09, so go figure. Is he the oldest pitcher ever?
No, I don't think so.
No, there's a pitcher right now in Major League Baseball who's 47.
What's that?
John Franco, Terry.
Oh,
Franco-American.
wow. Really?
Yes.
And he plays for
Good friend with Chef Boyardee.
Oh, yeah. Tasty meal, I'm sure, together.
Oh, jeez. Well, I mean, I don't even know if Jamie Moore is going to make it through the season. He's not going to be Cy Young. I was
Okay.
joking about that.
All right.
But he pitches well at home.
Yes.
It's Pitchers Ballpark, and everyone's curious as to what kind of season the Mariners are going to have this year.
Yeah, true.
Nobody really knows.
Oh, I know.
Are they going to Are they going to make the playoffs? Are they going to finish last? You can't say for sure.
No, you can't.
But they got some nice hitters in their everyday lineup, Terry.
All right.
This could be the year Jeremy Reed breaks out.
Really?
Everyone's been waiting for that year for the past few now.
Oh,
This year Jeremy Reed breaks out.
You can't even say they had an awesome spring because everybody got pummeled all year long.
They lost to the Rainiers over the weekend.
5-4 at each of the AAA team.
Do they really?
God,
Yep.
that's sad.
Are you
Saturday.
serious?
It's a good sign. No, I'm serious. That's a good sign.
Is it?
so.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, so they would have pummeled the Rainiers. They'd have come out, and I don't know. I think it's a good sign.
Well, at least we know we can go pretty deep if we need to, right?
We can pull some guys
Yeah,
out
pull
from
some
the farm.
guys up from the farm league. Oh. Yeah, you did pretty good.
All right, well,
Wow.
did they play everybody?
I don't know. I just saw the score. I thought it was funny.
Wow,
matter.
really?
Was New York Vinny doing the play-by-play?
Oh, yeah. Yes, he was.
Oh,
Sure, we could call my mom and get the box score.
Your
'cause she
mom is
probably, oh my gosh.
feeling well and ready for a full Mariner season?
She's got her little pencil and pad of paper ready for every single game.
She's going to do the box score of every single game?
Every single game in a little spiral notebook.
So when Dave Niehaus says score 6-3, she does that?
She's watching the game, man.
All
You
right.
can't call her. At
Wow.
2 o'clock, that's my last time.
I
can
see.
give
Keeps
her
her
a
fresh,
ring.
though, right? I mean, the mind going. That's
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Does she go to
absolutely.
games or no?
Well, she's all the way over in Chihuahua, so it's not like she's making the big travel over here, although she will for spring break.
Did you just make the name of that city up?
No.
Oh. That would have been kind of cool.
Yeah, that would have been. Right off the top of your head.
Sometimes I make the names of cities up just to make them sound goofy.
No, there really is a Chihuahua, Washington.
Well, now there's a Chihuahua in every city in this, in every state in this country, as far as I'm concerned.
Probably.
All the way to Chihuahua, Nebraska.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
It is about.
So are you going today?
Huh? What time is it now?
It's now 6:17.
No, what time is the game?
Right,
Punches?
no, I know.
I'll check in from time to time on the old TV.
On the old tube.
On the old tube. See what's going on, but I want to leave more room for Pasty and his dad to
Right.
Oh, yeah.
to have that father-son moment.
Let him really enjoy it.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Are you taking young Ben, putting a Mariner uniform on him, and heading out to the game, Steven?
Probably not, no.
He's not a baseball fan.
Steven's not a fan of anything.
Not really a big baseball guy, no.
Steven's not an anything guy.
Wow.
That's nice.
That's sweet.
What are you a fan of? If you're not a baseball fan, what are you a fan of?
Besides food.
Oh, boy. Terry.
What are you a fan of, Steven? Go ahead.
Well, I like the basketball games.
So basketball buries baseball as far as you're concerned.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I consider baseball, like you probably, Steven, a rather boring sport on many an occasion to watch. However, basketball can be every bit, if not more boring. It's heading up and down doing the same thing for 2 hours.
Well, I enjoy
Get the ball to
basketball.
hoop. No, you guys get the ball to hoop. No, yeah, okay. Huh?
I think I'm more excited to watch the...
Football's the only sport worth watching, but, I mean, baseball can be, at times, very poetic to watch. A little too poetic, if you get my drift here, Terry. And basketball, also, I can't watch a full basketball game. It's boring! Oh, it's 2-0. Oh, good. We're dominating.
Well, I mean, it ends up like 86-82, so that's great.
And the whole point
Lots
is
of
you can just
scoring.
watch the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter,
Right.
if that much,
That's
and,
true.
you've seen the whole game.
That is true.
Imagine how I felt yesterday watching the Maryland game to see if the women covered.
Okay,
did
well,
they?
that's for other reasons, though.
Oh, yeah, they covered.
When you're watching games for for your own interests,
Always interesting.
for your own bank account interests, it certainly does add to the boring factor, if you will.
Oh, they had the wrong team favored yesterday. They were dogs, and they won outright against North Carolina.
Which next one? I'm sorry.
The Maryland team.
Oh, good.
Yes. The Lady Terps.
Terps.
You got money on tonight?
No, not yet.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Not yet.
Right after the Mariner game's complete, you can put on your final game of your
Yeah.
NCAA basketball season of the Pac-10 representing.
They have no business being there.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
And that is because they should have lost to Gonzaga?
Well, they should have lost to Gonzaga, yes, in that game. But
Well, give us your full interpretation as to why UCLA should not be there.
because I think that they're not that good, and they got a easy little bit of a ride here through the tournament.
You don't like realizing that UW beat them twice, and UW is
Nowhere to be found, yes.
nowhere to be found at this point, but UCLA is playing for a national championship.
That is true.
That's what you're thinking?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll tell you
Can't
this.
you be supportive because they are Pac-10?
They are Pac-10. You should be rooting for them. And UCLA has a very young team, and sometimes young teams blossom late, if not this late, this time of the season, Stephen. And they're a lot better team than the team that UW beat back in January and November.
Well, I mean, it wasn't November, but they definitely are a lot better. They played very well over the weekend.
Whenever it was.
They looked good.
UCLA's got a lot of good young players that better go pro. Because if they don't, it's going to be a tough season for anyone in the Pac-10 next year.
Yeah.
Because they, as you might have seen over the past couple of days, Terry, so we'll give you your full sports report. Here's mine. Have got a lot of players that are really, all of a sudden, blossoming right before everyone's very eyes. So to say they have no business being there, well, if you want to say that they really got very, very fortunate, if not lucky, against Gonzaga, fine. But don't say it's because UW beat them twice about 3 months ago.
Well, I mean, they didn't play the greatest against Memphis either.
Against Memphis?
Yeah?
I think they played very well against Memphis. No, that game was a very sloppy game.
It was
that's
very
what you're
sloppy,
saying.
yes.
But they didn't all of a sudden just get lucky against Memphis.
No,
They just-
I don't think they were lucky.
Very sloppy. All right.
Yes.
If anyone can point out a very sloppy act, it should be you.
Wow.
Oh.
And you love food.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Don't mean to put down your big-time UCLA people.
hey, no one's a big UCLA person. We're just going to... It's the proper thing to do to root for a Pac-10 team at this point.
Is it?
Represent your conference.
All right.
You don't feel... He doesn't see... Never sees
Unless
that.
it's UW, yeah. He's
UCLA does take recruits away from UW, so.
see fun.
So you got to root for Florida is what's happening tonight.
I enjoy the Florida team.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
There he is.
Drinking Gatorade the whole time, huh?
All right, that's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
And very much your prerogative.
I'll do what I want to do.
Oh, jeez.
was a chilly weekend at the box office, and that was a good thing for cartoons, bad thing for Sharon Stone, though.
Oh.
Ice Age, The Meltdown, slipped into the top spot this weekend. It earned more than $70 million.
$70 million, Terry.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of stoners going to see Ice Age then.
I guess so.
Mhm.
I guess so.
That's a nice, what, friendly, furry cartoon kind of
It's
thing?
awesome. Yeah, it's the second one of the series,
Oh,
I guess
geez.
you want to say, whatever.
Oh, wow. And you're expecting how many?
I don't know. You never know.
7 or 8? No.
Maybe.
70 million for the second one, probably 10 more.
Yeah, probably.
70 million the first weekend. Yeah, you know they're pumping on another one right away. Mm-hmm. Ice Age. Who's this? There like a...
Ray Romano is the voice of the big furry elephant, the big elephant guy.
Oh.
And then there's I can never pronounce his name, Leguizamo.
Yes.
John Leguizamo.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Jinx, 1, 2, 3, 4.
And what's the theme? What's the storyline? What's
Well,
the plot of this kind of... What kind of trouble do they get into? What
Well,
kind
I
of
don't-
icy...
Icy hijinks.
I just know from the first one, it's Ice Age
Yes.
animals, making trying to bring a little Eskimo kid back to his dad. or
So it's like
something
a Finding
that.
Nemo-ish kind of deal.
I don't. Well, the first one.
I've
I don't
lost
know
my
what this one
parents.
is about.
I get
Ice
it.
and snow shenanigans left and right.
That's
well, let me
right.
tell you, you can't go wrong with that, can you now?
Ice Age, The Meltdown.
If only Sharon Stone would have tried that.
Oh,
Okay.
Because something tells me her ego's and she's got a huge ego, Terry.
No,
as
I know.
big as they come.
Yes.
Especially when it pertains to women, Terry. Her ego is huge. And I'm reading this morning that her movie, what's it called again? A Basic Instinct 2?
Risk addiction.
Yeah, it's no Ice Age 2.
No.
Basic Instinct 2, just doing everything she could to pummel the legacy of the first one. And then Michael Douglas, I'm sure, is waking up really happy this morning.
I know.
Basic Instinct 2 makes $3 million, Terry. $3.2 million.
Yeah.
That is sad.
Very.
And she bought 2 million of those tickets, probably.
I know.
I would have guessed 10 million.
Gave it to
Yeah, I
all
would've
our
thought so,
friends
too,
and
at least.
family.
Man,
No.
might as well call that movie Stone Age 2.
Okay.
$3.2 million. Mm-hmm. That is, and she was everywhere promoting it.
No,
I was
right.
homesick last week, as you know, Terry, for a couple of
Right.
days. I saw her. I'm watching The View because I love Barbara Walters Bush. And,
Wow, really?
Well, don't you know? How can you not? And there she is. And actually, the reason I stopped on it when I was flipping through is because Sharon Stone actually was looking pretty good for an old woman.
Right.
All right, showing clips of the movie with her like wanting to have sex with this 20-year-old dude underwater.
Wow.
I was thinking, no, this might do all right. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to see it, but somebody might. $3.2 million.
Oh yeah.
Larry the Cable Guy in its second week did better than that.
Probably.
Oh, man.
Ice Age, The Meltdown, slipped into the top spot this weekend. It earned more than $70 million. Last week, number 1, Inside Man, slipped a notch to number 2. It brought in an extra $16 million.
Now that I want to see.
Yeah.
They got to keep Inside Man in the theaters for a couple of weeks.
I heard it's good.
They don't keep anything in the theaters for a couple of weeks anymore.
I know.
But
Coming out on DVD tomorrow.
right. I want to see Inside Man. It's a Spike Lee joint, Terry.
It is a Spike Lee joint.
And at number 3, the movie about...
Would you like to smoke a Spike Lee joint, Terry?
No, that's okay. I gave it up years
Oh,
ago.
all right. But even if it's a Spike Lee joint?
Even so.
okay.
'Cause
And
they'd
at
probably
number
lay me
3?
out.
Oh, geez. Wow.
No, I'm Spike Lee.
It's not a ham sandwich joint, Terry. It's a Spike Lee joint.
Well, but still.
All right.
And at number 3, the movie about 4 friends in a roller rink, ATL. It earned $13 million. The Sharon Stone movie Basic Instinct 2 tied with Larry the Cable Guy, Health Inspector, at number 10.
Actually, no, Larry the Cable Guy sold 3 more tickets. So technically, Larry the Cable Guy, in the second week,
Made.
did slightly better than Sharon Stone's Basic Instinct 2. And she's on The View saying, oh, it was really a great script. And when I read through it, I knew we had the right idea. And I'm thinking, all right, this is going to do well.
She's talking it up real good.
What the hell?
I'm not going to say this is dog crap.
Well, I mean, at least not say things that make you think that it's not dog crap. Huh?
So really, she just didn't want to say, "Look, I'm
Don't-
desperate for cash."
It only makes
Right,
you look.
yeah.
It only makes you look worse to say something like the script was really great, and then have it come out and make $3 million, Terry,
Right, I know.
worldwide,
Right, but then again,
or
I
at least
mean,
nationwide. It's on sale.
what would you prefer her to say?
I'd rather her say nothing like, "Oh, the script. I just knew it was great when I read it."
So you had fun
Please.
filming it.
Yeah, it was. Oh, the crew was great.
Yeah,
The catering was awesome.
Got to wear some really slinky clothes.
I've never had better lasagna during my my time away from the filming in my trailer than on this movie. You know, things like that don't give you the impression this is going to be really a good movie that people are going to love.
Right.
All right?
Okay.
Man.
Oh, but then you get hard-hitting Elizabeth Hasselbeck saying, hey, tell us about this movie, not about the lasagna.
Oh, the script is great.
Oh, yeah.
Star Jones said, lasagna?
And then she said...
She's back on today.
And then they were talking about on The View how they edited out a threesome scene from Basic Instinct, and she was a little bit upset about that because Sharon Stone really wanted it in the movie. She probably knew it was the only shot for her to do well. I didn't know that at the time.
Yeah.
But then she was making it like people have been rushing to the internet to see the scene that people have cut out, but I doubt that was the case either now.
Well, let's rush to the internet.
I didn't even know it was on there. I know everything that's on the internet.
Get on
too.
it.
It's nowhere to be found.
Damn it.
Trust me, Asian twin babysitters with big crotches are...
With big crotches now, you found a new one.
Oh, Terry, it's
Like a sequel. It's like Ace Age 2.
A certain portion of the site.
Really?
I don't know why I'm happy that movie tanked either. I don't really hate her. I don't know, but it makes me happy for some reason. Maybe because her ego's so big.
Yes.
I heard her in an interview saying she was in Europe and people were going, oh, Sharon, we love you, Sharon, like freaking out about her.
Yeah, she thinks people love her more than they do.
Well, obviously, she's got, an eye-opener this morning going 3.2. I guess not.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay? Maybe I should move to Europe.
All her convincing them to do this movie for years certainly is going to serve her well for the future.
Really paid off.
Yeah, this was all her. So.
Yeah.
It was too cool to do it back in 93.
That's right.
She should have.
At number 10.
Don't underestimate Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Steven probably saw that.
I haven't, but...
I would say.
Really?
He's a funny guy. Get her done! Makes me laugh every time.
Wow.
What else is going on your opening day of your baseball season 2006, Terry?
Quite a bit of stuff, actually. Russell Simmons and Kimora Lee Simmons are getting a divorce.
Well, once they heard Matt LeBlanc was, they felt, okay, it's okay now for
I
us.
guess so.
Everybody's doing it.
Man, they are, because they've been together for, at least a long time, I guess, in Hollywood standards, over 5 years, I believe.
Wow, that's an eternity.
That is for them.
You have,
and then, you have Fat Farm and Baby. She's all about Baby Fat.
She'll be
She
doing
did
all
get
right.
Baby Fat.
Oh, jeez. Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah, maybe so.
Matthew Schwager's computer crashed over the weekend, Terry, which means his life crashed.
Oh,
So,
wow.
he would like to tell us how things are going in his world.
Well, yeah, I got some malware on Thursday on it.
You got some what?
Malware is malicious software.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that everybody should look at because it can really damage your computer.
Malware.
What
Yeah.
you get for taking shots at me? I had my Microsoft buddy send that to you.
Oh.
Wow.
When you don't know who it's from,
Hot shot.
don't open it.
Hot
I'm not in the mood right now.
Wow.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hope you enjoy the malware.
Oh, be quiet, you mastodon.
So there. Oh, dude.
Mastodon.
I don't even want to know. So there's spyware.
Mastodon is it's a elephant-type animal that's covered in fur.
So
Estonia?
malware is spelled M-O-L-E, like it's like
M-A-L. M-A-L. Malware.
I thought it was like spyware and there's moleware.
Yeah, but this stuff,
The mole is in your computer.
It
But the mole
crashed
couldn't make it on
Internet
TV,
Explorer.
but he can make it in your computer. What?
it crashed Internet Explorer. I couldn't use my internet at all.
Malware.
Yeah, and when it was working, I got advertisements.
Are you sure it's not malware? It's like the equivalent of 14 little girls, 14-year-old girls running over rolling mole. No, whatever. Yeah, what's that now?
Basically, I had to reinstall my
What do you-
entire system over the weekend.
Sarah's not what?
Luckily, I was able to get some new hardware components, but one's not working also.
Where do you get this stuff there, Matthew?
Well, I got it on the base.
Oh. And it doesn't work.
You have no
Great.
ties to the military whatsoever.
Yeah, his
My
dad.
dad's ex-Navy.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That means when he's ready to buy a house, hey, he'll get a good little, discount
Oh,
there.
jeez.
Actually, I might join. I don't know.
Okay. Am I joining the military?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Have we discussed this?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Are they in need of a really good weatherman there in the Navy?
Combat meteorologist, yes.
A combat meteorologist.
Combat
great
meteorologist. Let me tell you, that is quite the combo.
They get within maybe 100 some odd yards of a target to get the direct weather
There you go.
area.
You're about to go into battle, Terry. Don't you think you need a good weather forecast?
I guess so. I mean, do I have
Weather in
enough time?
Kyrgyzstan is really hot.
That
And the next 5 days, pretty much the same. Schwager, when might you do this enlisting in the armed forces?
it all depends really on how the next few years go for college.
Oh, so it's still at least a couple years away.
Yes.
I see.
But if I do join after college, I would at least become a second Louis.
Oh, just Louis. So what happens over the next couple of years that makes you decide whether to enlist or not? What has to happen? You have to, like, just fail miserably in school, or what are you basing it
It all
on?
depends on how I do financially as I go to UW.
Financially. Well, we all know how you're going to do financially. You're not going to do anything financially because all you do is shampoo dogs.
He doesn't even do that anymore, I don't think.
No, remember I have financial aid. I can get scholarships.
Right. And your ultimate goal is to get into UW.
Get to UW, go through the meteorology program. That can take up to 12 years.
The same path Steve Poole took.
Steve Poole didn't go to school for 12 years.
No.
No. To become a meteorologist, it could take up to 12 years of total college time.
Well, it's well worth it.
At minimum, I'm looking at 6.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping for the minimum.
Well, at least he has a vision, Terry. At least he has goals. His goal may not be the same goal as it was for you or I, Terry, or
Right.
anyone else out there. Hopefully no one else is 19. But he wants to be a weatherman, Terry, and he knows what he wants to do.
Right.
A lot of people, 19, 20, 21, don't know what they want to do.
True.
He knows what he wants to do. He's clear on that.
Or in
He's-
some people's cases on this program, 30 or 35, like John.
He's going to be, and John's 40, he's going to be a weatherman on your TV stations, whether you like it or not.
Wow. What's it going to be like today? I mean, you must be studying it now then, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm taking meteorology right now.
Whoa. So what's going on with the weather then?
Today,
Schwager, weather me.
it's going to be cloudy. With
Wait.
on and off sun.
There's a good guess.
On and off sun?
Without enough sun, huh?
Never heard of
Hey, I
that.
just...
Oh, jeez. All right, this is quite the
boy.
forecast. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to sports.
Oh, yeah, we're hiring you right away.
Okay, in about a half hour, I biked 10 miles this morning, okay?
Well, that's quite the forecast.
So I'm not I'm about to pass out anyway, so...
Oh, you already did your biking?
I already biked 10 miles this morning in a half hour.
You guys got a lot of stress, Terry.
That's more than anything Hotshot or Steven will do.
Wow.
Okay.
Why'd you wake up so early to bike 10 miles?
Oh, I
Because
woke
he
up
doesn't have a
late.
car, that's why.
Wow.
I woke up late.
Oh, you're already at school. I see. You have to bike to get to school.
It's not for exercise.
No, I missed
Right.
the ferry this morning, so I just decided to bike here.
Oh, your bike's waterproof?
Okay, Kitsap County is not exactly several islands. It's something called a peninsula. You'll learn that in general geography.
Okay.
You missed your ferry this morning. I knew it all along.
Shut up.
All right, Schwager.
We'll tell Bob to call you later.
Sounds,
me.
sounds like you're ready for a full
Feels
week
like you're getting bitten.
of Olympic college.
You know what? I'm going to come over there and I'm going to slap whoever.
Oh, go ahead. Come on, big
It was a
fucker.
combo of Steven/Scott. Same person.
Okay,
We have been for years.
All right?
I'll just pick with 6.
And yet, even though they're the same person, the equivalent of 19 chins. Okay, very good. So, when you slap them, oh, well. You all right there or what?
I feel like I'm about to hack up a lung, but yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
I had my friend at Microsoft send you a real virus, too.
Mm-hmm. Well, double
This
virus.
comes from a guy that has no balls.
Bonus virus.
Whoa.
No balls.
Let's talk no balls, okay, Matthew?
Oh, jeez. Schwager,
Yes,
have a good college day.
I'll try.
All right. There he goes. Always has to be the first to hang up.
God, he's
It's important to him, Terry.
Yes, it is.
an interesting guy.
It's the only thing he's got going on in his
I
life.
know.
You just learned that this morning, Terry?
I hang up on T-Man. Oh.
I'm
Me.
surprised he got pummeled in high school.
Yes.
I mean, there's dorks that don't say anything, and there's dorks like him that do say stuff.
Right. The dorks that do say stuff usually get it worse. The dorks that don't say stuff, Terry.
Well,
That's why if you're a dork, waking up this morning, keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, that's right.
Be better off for you.
Uh-huh.
They're the late-breaking new details on Hollywood's latest divorce shock.
Oh.
We've got the revealing court papers in Matt LeBlanc's Split. Matt filed against his wife of nearly 3 years, Melissa, citing irreconcilable differences.
Yeah.
A divorce nobody saw coming from the star.
Not me,
who
Terry.
just recently raved about his life to Extra.
He was raving about his life.
Right.
Everyone thought everything was great with him and his marriage.
You didn't hear much about him, or
Maybe that's why he started raving about his life, because he knew he was about to get divorced.
Oh, maybe.
Or that was before he knew. I don't know.
I think so.
Who just recently raved about his life to Extra.
Right.
Somebody up there likes me. I kind of am waiting for the roof to cave in.
Today we've learned
Well, I hope you had your hard hat on. Because the roof came a plowing on in.
Right.
Somebody up there likes me. I'm just waiting for the roof to cave in. Famous last words. Show canceled. Marriage canceled. Life canceled.
Wow, everything canceled.
Somebody up there likes me. I kind of am waiting for the roof to cave in.
Today we've learned LeBlanc wants joint legal and physical custody of their 2-year-old daughter, Marina.
Oh, jeez.
And get this, the papers revealed the couple officially separated January 1st.
Oh, and they were able to keep it a secret this long, Terry?
Wow, they are good.
Good that nobody cared.
Okay,
Probably the latter.
Right.
I'll go with that one.
Uh-huh.
Wow, he's seeking full and physical custody of the daughter.
Yes, because it's one thing just to have full custody. It's another thing not to be able to, like, put your hands on her.
I'd like her to actually be here.
Yeah.
Physically, if I have custody.
I want to, like, comb her hair. I want to be able to do that. I have full custody. I just don't have physical custody. I'm with her all the time. I'm just not allowed to touch her.
Wow.
I mean, wouldn't it both... Do you have to say both? Do you have to say full and physical? If it's full custody, doesn't that imply physical custody?
It does,
It would-
but you
should
do
imply
have
that
to
she
be
has to
really
be there.
specific, yeah.
Uh-huh.
You have to be really specific.
Is that right? It's all
Right,
legal?
for whatever
I
reason,
see.
yeah.
Full and physical custody.
And get this, the papers revealed the couple officially separated January 1st.
So sad. It seems like it's more divorces than there are marriages half the time.
Newlywed Tiffany Thiessen.
That wouldn't really be possible, would it? But it does seem that way.
No.
People out there getting divorced who never got married, Terry?
I guess, according to her.
Hey, it's the end thing. Let's get divorced. Shouldn't we get married first? Nah, don't worry about it.
It seems like it's more divorces than there are marriages half the time.
Newlywed Tiffany Thiessen reacted to Matt's split decision last night at the I Do Forever Diamond Bash at the LA Lakers San Antonio Spurs game, where we also spotted Eva Longoria rushing in to cheer on her basketball beau, Tony Parker.
Yeah, that's a marriage that's going to make it.
Oh, yeah.
There's a can't miss.
People going to a basketball game. So what do you think about Matt LeBlanc? I don't care. I want to see the
geez.
game.
Wow.
That's what they should say.
You would make a hell of a celebrity.
Poor Tiffany Thiessen. I guess if she's getting some screen time, so I guess it's okay for her.
Ah. So let me see if I got this straight. You're a huge star, so I'll get that in the mind. You would be approached by the Entertainment Tonight microphones, asked about the Matt LeBlanc situation, and you would say...
I don't care. I'm here to see a basketball game.
Wow.
That'd be their top story.
Yeah.
Stephen
Gilbreth,
man
the story.
with an attitude.
But you see people promoting their movies and they're asking, oh, what do you think about this? And it's like, I'm here to promote my movie. you know?
Wow.
I don't know why they do that.
Jeez.
I mean, the fact that Tiffany Amber Thiessen is so sad about it, I mean, that's going to make my night.
Wow.
Wow.
You wake up on the wrong side of the new week, or what?
Yeah, you're a little
No, I just,
okay there?
it's just funny that they ask just random celebrities a question about them. I mean, who cares what they think?
2
But I
months
guess we
old,
do.
keeping you up all night or something? You all right?
No, actually, not. Last night went pretty well.
Wow! You sprung forward?
Yeah, that kind of kills you. This is the worst day of the year, but
Yeah, it
Oh,
killed me
wow,
last
that's-
night, that's for sure.
Kind of a nice little endorsement for the day.
well, don't you think? It's
the worst day of the year? I don't know.
It's the toughest day to get up, I would say.
All right, toughest day of the year, fine, but worst day of the year is a pretty big label.
The toughest day of the year to get up.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
So the-
Bar none.
Bar none?
Bar none.
Who uses that expression?
Stephen.
Bar none. So the alarm clock went off this morning, and you just pounded it with your fist and kicked the dog and
Have an
just had a
extra-
tough
No, I
time
mean,
getting up. Is what
I
it was.
got up
That's-
happy like normal, but
That's what I'm visualizing. Oh, it seems like it, yes. Mm-hmm.
Boy, you're chipper.
that's great that it's not tough for you guys.
I never said it wasn't.
I had no problem getting up. It's like, oh, it's not
Yeah, woke right up. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy,
Singing a
right?
song.
So it's easier for you. That's right.
Oh, jeez. Well, it doesn't sound like it's as tough as it was for you. Let's just put it that way.
I mean, were you just like literally crawling out of the bed or
You
what?
sound like we should just send some people up to your studio so you can strangle them.
Slap me.
You all right?
No, I'm good. Yeah, I just think
You
that
sure?
I've always thought that policy was silly, though, that these reporters ask these random celebrities questions about other celebrities. I mean, they probably don't even care.
All right.
But they are
And
in
why
Hollywood.
do we care what Tiffany Thiessen thinks?
Because she's got a nice mole on the cheek.
That's true.
All right.
That is a good point.
Now
Because
listen.
she is in a new marriage, and
It's opening day of your baseball season 2006.
That's
For a
right.
lot of people, this is the best day of the year.
yeah,
No wonder
that's for
Steven's
sure.
grumpy.
Yeah.
All right.
Hates baseball and anything to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
How many games are there? 170 something?
162.
62? That's it?
162. And you'll be gripped to every one of them, I'm sure.
That's right.
Okay.
You'll be home at 2. You're not going to watch?
2?
I will not be watching, no.
Oh, jeez. Wow. He's got bunt cake to make. He's got...
I blocked that channel off my TV.
You mean, are you never going to take your son Ben to a baseball game?
Oh,
I
jeez.
probably will.
Oh.
You'll get through it somehow.
I will have to get through it.
Just so little Ben can
Yeah, because we're
experience-
hoping he'll be more normal than you.
Are you taking your son to the game?
Today, no.
Yeah. All right.
A little too young to appreciate it. Make it conked in the head by a ball for all that. All right, don't need it. Not worth it.
That would
All
be
right?
good, yeah.
Okay.
You could use him as a mitt.
That's right.
How does that go again?
A conk. What else is going on, Terry? Just like that. Yes.
Oh, geez. The New York Post is reporting this morning.
I'd be busy staring around the stadium for babes, and all of a sudden, before I know it, conk. That's nice. He was really getting a lot out of the game, too. Too bad. Mhm. What else is going on?
Paula Abdul apparently has inked a new deal for American Idol. She will have it's a 3-year deal.
Oh, jeez.
She'll be making anywhere from $5 to $8 million per season.
Well, she's worth every penny.
She was making $1 million per season previously, but now with this new
Yeah, well, the
deal.
pie of American Idol is so huge, Terry, that she's getting a small slice, believe it or not. Just a tiny little sliver, and yet it's $5 to $8 million a year for doing what?
Just telling everybody they're great.
No, Simon. Oh, she's tough.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She barely even
cute.
sings. I mean, she's not even like a singer, is she?
No, she's not on there to sing.
No, but I mean, in the past, I mean, she was an artist, but barely.
Hey, there was a moment, mid-'80s towards late 80s, where she was it.
But really, she was a backup dancer.
There was a moment in the late 80s.
Right.
Let me flash you back to we're going back, Stephen.
Yeah, we're going way
You're
back.
right. December 16th, 1987. She's it.
I understand that, but still, she got known because of her dancing abilities. She was an LA Laker girl, right?
She wasn't, no, she got a chance at the biz because of her LA Laker.
And then she was friends with Janet Jackson and so on and so forth,
Fine,
right?
but she had a huge album, late 87, 88. Huge. Straight up, baby. Now, I'm not going to be one to say she's had an amazing career or anything like that, or she deserves $5 to $8 million for American Stupid Idol, but don't forget that she had a moment. She had a huge moment. It was a fleeting moment. It all came back around magically because of this American Idol thing.
Right.
Or else she'd still be the butt of jokes, but... Well, she still is anyway. But...
Right.
Every song on that album was a hit.
Every song on that album was a hit, yes.
Yeah.
Cold-hearted, opposites attract.
Wow.
It's just the way that you love me.
One step forward, 2 steps back.
Well, that was the second album.
Oh, really?
No, that was opposites attract.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, it's first album.
That was from...
How many
Second
albums?
album was like Rush Rush and
that was amazing.
Blowing Kisses in the Wind.
That's when
Nightmare.
Nightmare's over,
Yeah. So, and
That's
what
when
did
even George Michael started laughing at her.
And what did she do after, her singing career was over in the in-between time there? Before this American Idol?
Lived her life, man.
So she really wasn't
She
in
played
in the
Mahjong.
And then they just came and knocking at her door.
Right. They just came knocking and said, hey, we need somebody, some woman with a little bit of a past that can make it seem like she knows what she's talking about. And they couldn't find her, so they found her.
Okay.
There it is.
Yeah, well, she's...
$5 to $8 million for sitting there.
per season, yeah.
Drunk.
Yeah. Next to Simon.
Uh-huh.
And also the Post is reporting, I'm not done with the whole American Idol stuff, that Prince has agreed to make an appearance on American Idol.
Okay, get that booster seat ready.
Oh, and hold on to this. Kenny Rogers this week.
This week on
he'll be
American
there,
Idol?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This show, this week's special guest.
Mm-hmm.
So there you be.
Some of the shots with Paul Abdul, then. There you go.
Know when to hold them,
Yeah,
baby.
apparently the show doesn't know when to fold them. Because it's
Apparently
time.
not.
You're having Kenny Rogers on.
Yeah, The ratings are there.
Yeah, they
ratings are there.
Which is surprising because I try to watch. But
unwatchable at this point, even for you.
Yes.
That's a bad sign for them.
Especially when Paula, knowing that this little 16-year-old kid doesn't belong there.
Oh, geez. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I watched one episode of American Idol this year. It was the very first one, Terry. After that, I haven't even thought about it.
Yeah.
Haven't even thought about it.
Well, good for you.
Usually during the season, I think about it. I go, maybe I should watch American Idol. Nah. This year, I haven't even thought about it.
Wow.
I haven't thought about watching. I don't even know who's on.
Yeah.
Kenny Rogers now, baby.
Yeah, you're in.
He's going to get voted off, though, probably.
Yeah. Kenny, you just couldn't do that, Kenny Rogers.
Pooh, are you watching? You watching Van the Pooh?
Absolutely not.
Not into it?
No.
Don't care?
Absolutely.
Do you know
not.
any of the finalists?
No.
They're down to what? Like a final, 6 now or something like that?
I don't know.
How many they got left?
I think more than 6.
I don't know.
More than
9?
6?
Well, it probably ends in May, so they've got a few more months to milk it out. So.
9, maybe. I don't know.
I'll look it up.
Okay.
None of us know.
Watched any episodes of Van the Pooh?
No.
No.
Barely seen any commercials like this. No.
But new Simpsons episode comes on. You're all
Yeah, Family Guy, all that.
Top 9.
There you go.
Top 9.
You know they're making a Simpsons movie. You aware of that?
I did not know that.
Oh,
I heard that.
it's coming. It's coming, baby. After all these years, they finally inked him to a big screen contract.
You know what else is coming this month, by the way?
Oh, jeez.
Jamba Juice bringing back peanut butter.
Are they really?
April 19th.
Okay.
I just remembered.
Stephen calls this the worst day of the year.
Yeah, speak for
Well,
yourself.
not April 19th.
Jamba Juice. Did they make a big
I'm
announcement?
taking full credit for it.
Okay.
I had nothing to do with it.
Well, maybe not enough people trying to meet other people on MySpace there. They realize business is slow.
That's right.
Gotta bring back peanut butter.
Must be because we got rid of the peanut butter. Oh, my
Well,
goodness.
I'll tell you this. If Paul Abdul's making $5 to $8 million, I can only imagine what Simon's making on that show, Terry.
Oh, I know.
I'll tell you, the minimum is at least $25 million, probably upwards of $30, $40 million on that show.
Plus, he gets a cut of everything they sell, like all their records and stuff.
Yeah, and then he's got another show, the American Inventor show or whatever, that's similar to American Idol.
Mm-hmm.
So he's doing well.
Okay.
I haven't seen that one.
No, neither.
American Inventor.
Yeah, The Greatest American Inventor. That's his new show.
You sure you're not thinking of The Greatest American Hero?
No,
Okay.
I'm being totally serious.
It's on ABC.
Seacrest is talking about his new romance with Terry Hatcher,
Oh, dear.
exposed in Us magazine.
That can't be right, Terry.
No?
That can't be right.
Well, yeah, it is, actually.
Ryan Seacrest is seeing Terry Hatcher.
Oh, seeing her good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Every Sunday night.
Oh, up close personal.
Now, if it was seeing Terry Bradshaw, that would make more sense. I cannot see him with Terry Hatcher, but
No, he is.
that's the word.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Pictures don't lie.
Pictures don't lie?
No.
Yeah,
He's
pictures.
talking about his new romance with Terry Hatcher, exposed in Us magazine.
Oh, dude.
Simon Cowell joked yesterday that Ryan was turning his date with Terry into a photo op.
Oh, geez.
But on KTLA's...
Of course he's turning it into a photo op because he only had her for one day on the payroll to make him look all heterosexual like Terry.
Really? Is that what that's all about?
Apparently so.
Today that Ryan was turning his date with Terry into a photo op. But on KTLA's morning show today, Ryan fired back.
If I wanted to have my picture taken, I would have gone to the Ivy. Right.
Who's on the phone? Is that Ryan Seacrest?
I believe so.
Why is he on someone else's morning show on the phone?
I don't
Doesn't
know.
he have his own show?
Doesn't he have his own show?
I thought so.
He actually wanted to be heard? So he had to call in someone else's show?
So, yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is strange.
You don't see me calling Kate and Allie, Terry.
No.
Oh, I got something to do this all this morning.
Yeah.
If I wanted to have my picture taken, I would have gone to the Ivy. Right. That was far out of town.
In fact, Ryan's friends tell Extra the two have gone to great lengths to keep things private.
Right. Of course they have. They're very private. They don't want to know about what's going on.
Right.
Ryan Seacrest wants everyone to keep thinking he's homosexual. That's what all Hollywood stars want, Terry. I would have gone to the Ivy. Ever been to the Ivy, Terry?
No, I have not. And you?
I went once, yes.
Is it very, very nice?
It's a little place.
Oh, okay.
But everyone goes. It's very trendy.
Ah, got it.
Food's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah, nothing special, but here it is.
Hey, baby.
All of a sudden, it's the Ivy. It's huge.
Wow.
Every time you go there, you see a star.
Wow. So the paparazzi just kind of hangs out out
Hangs.
there? Wow. Hoping to catch a glimpse.
Uh-huh. Little chairs in the bushes. Yeah. We're ready to go.
Waiter, I'd like some water for a moment, please.
Oh, jeez. To go water right to the bush?
Yeah.
I see. Sounds pretty hot. Anyway, what else is going on, Terrence?
Some update for you on Naomi Campbell's little attack.
Cell phone beating?
Yeah.
Is she going to jail? What's the deal? Is she going to spend a year? What's the problem? What's the situation?
Well, apparently...
What do you get for a cell phone beating for the second time around? This is the second time she's beaten someone with her cell phone.
Yes. That is true.
Judges don't take that lightly.
Yeah.
This is the second time you're here for a cell phone beating.
She is being charged, as we all know, with second-degree assault.
Second degree. All right.
And according to the New York Daily News, they're claiming that it wasn't her cell phone, but it was her BlackBerry that was...
Similar, yes.
Well, but it's a little bit larger, and it was encased in a Swarovski crystal holder.
Oh, those crystal holders are tough on the noggin,
Yeah,
Terry.
pretty heavy.
Yes.
And, Jeez.
So it was a BlackBerry encased in a crystal holder.
Yes, that was beamed right in her skull, to her head, I guess. Also,
that packs quite the wallop.
I would say so.
That ain't your mother's cell phone.
No. That's
No.
definitely probably why she needed the little staples in her skull.
Staples in the skull.
Yes.
The woman who got the wrong end of the crystal BlackBerry beating needed staples in her skull. I remember you said that on Friday, yes. Like 4 or 5 staples in the skull.
Yes, something like that.
Man.
Also, a police source says that Naomi instructed the rest of her staff to lie to the police about the whole incident and tell them that the lady fell down and tripped and hit her head on whatever.
Tripped and caused her own damage.
Yeah.
A lot of people are just tripping these days, too.
Right. Oops.
Ooh, watch out for that banana peel.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, down he went. Right. I was saying he tripped and fell really hard.
Oh, jeez.
10 years old.
You save that for your old age when it really counts.
Yeah.
Your hip cracks. Not many people between the ages of like 4 and 70, Terry, just falling on their own.
True. Because
usually there needs to be a source or cause for your fall.
Yeah.
But Naomi Campbell had everyone on her staff telling the cops under her orders that she just tripped and fell on her own and splattered her head wide open.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the investigators didn't buy it.
Likely story.
And to not even catch yourself when you hit the ground either.
Right.
Hands to the side.
Just fall skull first.
Yeah.
Well, apparently,
On the carpet.
in Naomi's statement, which she, of course, denies the whole attack, she claims that this woman basically, once she fired her, started screaming at her and saying, quote, this is going to cost you a lot of money.
Right.
And quote, so,
and that's when
that's
when she got the wallop with the crystal encased BlackBerry.
Probably, yeah.
Well, no one's saying it might not have been justified, Terry, but still, you can't go around beating people with your crystallized meth.
Right.
Now, what was I now?
Especially when you have a history of doing it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if Naomi Campbell's the one you want getting you out of a tough spot.
No.
She's not very good at coming up with the cover-ups there.
No, she's not.
All right.
Nah.
Now, speaking of cover-ups, Terry, we have 4 tickets to the Global Import and Domestic Car Show.
Woohoo! Ow!
I just love making segues that make no sense. Speaking of cover-ups, Terry.
Yes.
Terry's like, yeah.
We
Gotta
have
wear those cover-ups at the...
4 tickets.
Wow.
To the Cube 93 and KFC Snacker Global Import and Domestic Car Show.
KFC
Hey, let me tell you this, ladies and gentlemen. When Cube 93 and KFC with their snackers get together, you know it's going to be huge.
I guess.
All right? Mm-hmm. The Colonel just doesn't roll over and take in the air. Oh, for anyone, Terry.
No, I know.
Cube 93 and KFC working in tandem on this one.
Nice.
We got snackers.
Really?
We got Chameleon there. We got Little Flip, Terry.
Whoa.
We got cars. We got car show import models.
Yeah.
93 grand, too.
We got 93 grand.
Whoa.
All under the roof of the Tacoma Dome. I ask you this question. Can you go wrong?
You probably have lemon-scented handy wipes, too.
Oh, that's the topper.
They still make those?
Let me just put it this way. If it's not on the list, there will be lemon-scented... What is it now?
Yeah, I couldn't say it either.
Lemon-scented handy wipes. Whether it was planned already or not. Because now the hot shizzle is throwing it out there. How can we go to the car import show without Being able to grab a wipe when needed.
It's are handy when you're just licking your fingers after every bite.
And something tells
Call
me...
my handy wipe.
Something tells me there'll be more than one reason you may need a lemon-scented handy wipe at the Cube 93 KFC Snacker Global Import and Domestic Car Show.
Eating all those snackers while you're walking around looking at the cars.
You know what, Terry? I can right now come up with already about 16 reasons.
Really?
Different reasons as to why you may need a lemon-scented handy wipe on hand at the Global Import and Domestic Car Show.
Okay.
And don't ask me about reason number 12.
Oh, I bet it's
goody.
a dizzy.
All right.
Can you get some unscented ones while you're at it?
Oh, jeez.
You're so sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
Your nose.
Your hands smelling like lemons?
It's better than what your hands smell like otherwise.
Yeah.
They smell so gross, I bet, huh?
Meatloaf.
Meat in general.
So who wants to win 4 passes right now? There's no qualifying here. Steven's going to spin that old wheel. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, go! Who wants to win some handy wipes? Handy wipes, got handy wipes.
Can I get a snacker?
That was a short wheel, Steve. I didn't get a chance to get on a roll there.
Okay.
You got a real short one.
Well, we could do it again.
Little pudgy wheel there you got there.
Runs out.
You all right?
I was fine. I was reading you, and I thought you were ready to go.
I think you're not reading me. I think you're just not with very much wind these days to keep the wheel moving.
Oh, well, I could try it again.
Let's see how long you can make the wheel go. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3,
stand up
and go! He's standing up now, Terry. Watch the guy to the global import of the show. Got a head wipe, got a head wipe. Oh, lemon-scented.
Oh, the best.
Steven hyperventilates, so I'm not giving him out the mouth.
He will go now. He will go now until he passes out. And by the way, that still wasn't very long.
I would say that's a little above average.
I think you're losing your wind as the show progresses into new frontiers.
Started smoking, didn't you?
Oh, jeez.
What's the problem?
I don't really recognize a problem. But if you do, then...
Well, you used to be able to go a lot longer, is my point.
Sounds like a discussion they've had in their bedroom night after night.
Yeah, wow.
Maybe this conversation. And maybe this conversation is familiar to you. Just wondering what the problem is.
I don't recognize a problem.
I'm telling you, you should recognize that in the past you'd be able to keep that wheel going. We'd still be hearing the wheel right now.
I don't know about that.
And now your wheel just peters out.
Peter wheel.
Mm-hmm. You're a 30-second man now.
You need a new wheel guy?
Oh, jeez.
He sounds really distraught when he asked. You need a new wheel guy?
Well, we could always try it again if you... I mean, third time, it's gonna be difficult to last a long time.
Forget
it. But I'm reloaded and ready to go if you want.
Jessica.
Give me 3 more minutes here.
Good morning.
Hello?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
What's happening?
I'm just calling about the car show tickets.
Yes. Well, tell me about your life. How's your life?
My life's good. I'm 23. I just graduated college a couple months ago.
Reason number 12. Reason number 12.
Wow. What'd you major in there?
I majored in general studies and psychology.
Give me a wipe, Terry.
Okay.
What was that now, Jessica? Were you talking?
She just graduated from college.
Where'd you graduate from? Did you say?
From Western.
Western.
So what are you going to do with that general degree of yours?
I want to go into like social work eventually, but right now I'm just working as a secretary. Yeah.
And where are you working as a secretary?
In Redmond.
I didn't even know there were secretaries anymore these days, Terry. I thought they were all office managers.
If you're over the age of 45, you can call them secretaries.
Right? Well, she's 23.
Shouldn't be calling them that.
And you're working in a Redmond office as a secretary?
I am, yes.
And how many people work in that office?
Since August.
How many people work in that office?
Oh, how many? Oh, about 6.
6.
Yeah.
And how many are men?
2, 3, 4. 2.
Are you even sure?
You're a good secretary. You don't even know who works in your office.
6 people. What the hell do I need a secretary for? Bob, you have a call.
Jesus. Thanks. I already picked it up on my own.
Yeah.
Right. Jessica, how many people how many people in that office are men?
There's 2 owners, and then there's 2 other guys.
Well, then it's 4.
Yeah, 4.
All right.
Wow.
4 out of 6.
Yes.
Any of those men, like, sizing you up, if not taking it to levels beyond, or what?
No, not really.
You sure about that?
I think so.
Nobody in that office has made a move on you. Nice intimate setting.
No.
You, the little secretary, as they have you referring yourself to. That's how you refer to yourself, as that particular little job title status dilly, huh?
File this.
Yeah.
They don't have you, like, doing old secretary's work at any point so far, since August.
Like dirty work?
Well, depends how you label it.
No, they don't.
It's very professional over there.
Yes.
No one even says an kind of, little off the, out of the box kind of comment. Or in the box, depending how you look at it.
Wow.
Everything's very corporate and professional.
Yeah.
Why don't I believe that, Terry? 6 people in an office, 4 men.
Yeah.
They have her convinced she's a secretary.
Right.
And no one's even flirting with her?
Sure.
How many words a minute do you type?
60.
Big words, though.
How fast do you type there?
Pretty fast.
That's what she put on her application, her resume. I type pretty fast.
You would think,
per minute.
you would think you'd know if you were, like,
Yeah, I should.
banging it out on the keyboard. I mean, they have you doing stuff, right? Like
Yeah.
that?
Do you make coffee?
No, I do not make coffee.
Oh, jeez. What do you do there?
I help out with like purchasing and putting orders together.
Okay, should I buy the Twix or the Snickers? I think you should purchase the Snickers.
That's very good stuff.
That was a big purchase there.
Yeah. Thanks for your help.
Wow. And you like your work?
Yeah, it's okay.
Any of the 4 men attractive in your mind to you?
Well, they're all pretty old, so.
What's
And
pretty
married.
I don't want to.
Old and married.
Yeah, well, what was pretty old and married?
Old and
to you,
married
by
and
the way?
not hitting on her, Terry. Yeah, how old are they? What's the range?
I think the youngest guy is in his late 30s,
Late 30s. All right, good.
and then
And
up
the oldest?
to like 60s.
60.
They are old.
And you got a boyfriend or no?
I don't know.
The questions
how
keep
you-
getting harder, I know. I'm sorry.
What's your name?
All right, you have a boyfriend or no?
No.
But you are kind of seeing a dude that you're obviously having sex with.
Yeah.
How's that working out for you?
Good.
Does he do everything for you?
Yeah.
You do everything for him?
I think so, yes.
He's never requested anything that you said, no, I'm not comfortable with that?
Yes.
He has. Well, then when I asked you if you do everything for him, how could you answer yes?
Well, everything that I'm comfortable with.
Oh, I see.
Everything I would like to do.
Well, what did he ask you to do that you didn't feel comfortable with? You might as well tell us now, or else our imaginations are just going to run wild.
Oh, yeah.
Wild imagination.
So just,
well,
there are a lot of things that I possibly could know it could be. So what specifically did he ask you to do that you didn't feel comfortable with?
he wanted, well, I think it was jokingly, but...
It's
in
never
the pooper.
jokingly. He wanted, what?
He wanted to put it in the pooper.
In the pooper.
What does she mean?
Can you be more specific?
I think we got it.
You think he said that jokingly because there was a little bit of a chuckle when he said it? Oh, good, he's joking.
Right.
How exactly do you joke about putting it in the pooper?
Did he use the word pooper, or is that your way of re-describing the situation?
Well, I think he was joking because...
All right, but did he use the word pooper, or that's just your way of recounting the story?
That's why I think he was joking, because he said the word pooper.
He did use the word pooper.
He said pooper.
I can't believe any guy would use the word pooper, too.
No, honey, can I put it in the pooper?
You mind if I put it in the pooper?
Shocking you couldn't close the deal and put it that way, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's really romantic.
Oh,
wow. So he didn't get to, huh?
No, he didn't.
So what'd you wind up doing that night? You went out for Slurpees?
No,
You did everything
other
else.
stuff.
You did other stuff. Because you like the other stuff.
Yeah.
You're just not fond of the pooper idea.
Well, maybe not yet. I don't know.
Never.
Not yet?
At some point in her life, she's not closing the door to it completely, Terry.
There
She
you
has
go.
an open mind.
Somebody's lucky out there.
Just
one
so
of these
far
days.
a closed a pooper.
Right.
But someday that pooper
What?
door may come swinging open, Terry.
What may make her change her mind? for
Well,
the
she doesn't
pooper?
know what, I'm sure, Terry.
mean,
Just
is it-
one day you wake up and you want it in the pooper.
Wow. Good thing I've never woken up to it.
Terry, don't say that it's still off limits completely as far as your life is concerned.
I think.
One day you may rise, you may shine.
And go, hey, babe.
Pooper, now.
It's pooper action.
Well, hopefully the day that happens for you, Jessica, won't be on May 13th when you go to the Global Import and Domestic Car Show.
Yay, hopefully not.
Woo, congratulations.
'Cause I wouldn't want her first pooper access day
You're right.
to be like an hour before she heads to the car show.
Right, right. You want- yeah.
Because it'll just be all over her face. And then
Wow.
No, I don't mean, I mean,
You'll be able to tell.
you'll be able to tell. Right.
Oh, okay. God,
Yeah. Jeez.
Terry's dirty.
I'm dirty.
This is so damn literal around here. It's nasty. Anyhow.
Anyway,
Yes.
congratulations. Thank you.
No wonder you can't call him your boyfriend. He doesn't let you.
Huh?
Never mind. Jessica, hang on. We'll give you 4 passes and details on how to get them. Enjoy the car show, okay?
Okay, thank you guys.
Do you know who you're going to take with you?
Yes.
Is one of them this pseudo-boyfriend of yours?
Pseudo-boyfriend.
Probably, yes.
And who are the other two? Another couple? Doing the pooper all the time? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they're the cool couple.
They're the inspiration. All right, hang on.
Okay.
All right, hang on. There's Jessica, Terry.
And what station, Jessica, talks about your pooper?
Oh, man.
Steven, that's just nasty the way you put it like that.
Jessica,
Oh, boy.
congratulations. Car showing it up.
Don't knock it till you try it.
It's a really good time. It's
I'll
always a
rip
good
you a
time.
new one.
Details from you.
Oh, details.
Okay.
Jeez.
Steven, it was just not conversation like that for conversation's sake. It just happened to...
Oh, man. Well, she brought it up, actually, herself.
It morphed into that kind of discussion. Normal progression of a conversation.
Sure.
I'm sure there are a lot of people at Starbucks right now. Before they know it, they're into the conversation, knee-deep about the pooper.
Knee-deep in the hoopla.
Knee deep.
Yes.
Whoa.
Which, last I checked, Terry, can be pretty deep when you're talking about.
Give it.
Just gotta.
Jeez.
What's he doing, by the way?
Oh.
Same as always.
Yeah, I'm sure.
In Centralia, police are trying to catch a criminal on a tire slashing spree. Calls started coming into police around 7 o'clock last night. They are continuing today.
Ow!
So far, there are about 9 victims.
Right.
To make matters worse, most tire repair shops are not open on Sundays. And that means a big hassle for folks starting their week.
That is.
I have to be at the airport
Yeah.
leaving Centralia at 8:30 in the morning, so
Crimea River.
now I don't know if
Take the train.
we're going to be able to get it
Oh,
fixed this
It's right there for
Most
us.
of the tire
Yeah, you hear the
slashings
train?
happen on the
Not only is it
side
there for,
of
it's
the
honking
freeway.
for it. Get on.
College.
But that does kind of suck. I've been in that situation where I needed a tire on a Sunday.
Oh, jeez.
Gosh,
Right.
it's irritating. It's like, what?
You getting your tires slashed regularly, Terry? Is that
No,
what you're
I
saying?
actually ran over something and slashed my tire and
Yeah.
on my way to a store. But it sucked.
Aha. Now, when you slash a good tire, do you leave the knife in there?
No.
Or do you take it and run?
Yeah, you got to do it again.
There's
Yeah,
evidence.
got to keep going.
But if you want to send a message,
No.
you got to leave it in there. It's a little scary.
My friend slashed his neighbor's tire like 3 times. He's kept parking in his spot.
Oh, it is.
Wow.
So he always took the knife out.
But I just remember from the scene Roadhouse, from the scene in the movie Roadhouse,
that was a screwdriver. Remember that?
well, there was a knife also.
Oh, was there?
Yeah. Left in the tire.
That's why he didn't drive his fancy car.
That's right. He kept the fancy car under a tarp in the barn.
Yeah.
And only brought it out when he was
It
serious.
was worth every penny.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
He knew the handwriting on the wall.
Oh. It's best cool in that business. Anyhow.
Maybe bigger.
Yes. I've never heard that before. Anyhow, Terry.
Yes.
Are you going to the opening day of the Mariners today?
No, I'm not.
You're not. Pasty Dave is.
I know.
I think he's the only one out of us, but that's representation enough, I would imagine.
I would say.
Buy me some Marlboros and Cracker Jacks.
Pasty!
Yes.
You all excited there?
Very excited. It's a big day.
You and Pappy meeting at what time?
Actually, he gave me my ticket last night, so we're just going to meet at the game.
Oh, so. You had the family dinner last night.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
so he handed off the ticket to you at the family dinner.
Correct.
Yes.
Are you excited just to be with your dad and have this experience that you do every year, or are you excited for the game and the season?
I'm excited to both. I'm looking forward to both. I enjoy my time with Pops.
Mouthful of sweet potatoes, and he hands you a ticket, and the world can't be any better than that, huh?
Oh, man.
Didn't get much better than that right there.
Big old helping of yams.
No yams, no. Garlic mashed potatoes.
Oh, my gosh.
Boy.
You got handed the ticket, and you're going to meet up at what time?
I'm just probably going to meet him over there close to
Meet him in the
1:30
seat? You're going to meet him at the brewery? What are you doing there?
I just meet him at the seat.
Nice.
No pre-funk?
No pre-funk. He's working, so
He doesn't come over to the apartment and hang out with you for a little bit?
Never been to the apartment.
The mogul didn't arrange for you to throw out the first pitch?
No.
His dad's not allowed in his apartment.
No.
It's not that he's not allowed. He's just never.
His dad knows better.
Yeah.
Without a week notice.
He's more than welcome anytime.
Wow.
That's good since it's his.
Nice view.
He is paying the bills there.
No, he's
I
not.
pay.
Oh, we paid.
I don't even bother arguing anymore. He pays everything.
Well,
I get an allowance every week.
Well, does
really?
He doesn't pitch in at all. I mean, didn't he used to pay? Or, I mean, there was a time. You make it seem like it's so preposterous we suggest he pays.
There was a time 4 years ago that he was helping me out with my rent, yes.
Okay, but now you're making the big bucks. I understand. Very good. That's nice. Pasty Dave and his dad taking it again.
Oh, yeah.
There he goes.
Daddy.
Looks like a long one, Dad.
It's like
That's just genetics, though.
Is Lou Piniella fired up for the new season to be? Is he thinking the Mariners are going to be there in the hunt come the dog days of summer? Lou, can I get a comment, if you please?
I don't watch that gay sport anymore. Baseball's stupid. Takes forever. It's slow. I'll give you my picks for Hollywood Park later today.
That could actually be very useful. Now, you don't get excited seeing the old favorite, Jaime Moyer, step on the mound and take the ball and try to get the season off on the right start?
Who, Jamie? I think he needs to join me at the old horse track. Give it up there, old guy. All right? Let these young kids play. Time to move on.
Yes. Lou Piniella sounds fired up, Terry.
Oh, he does.
He's ready to go.
Lou Piniella sounds ready for the new season.
Uh-huh.
Stephen, you're excited?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Can't wait. I've been looking forward to it.
Over-under on the amount of wins for the Mariners this season. Set it at the good old-fashioned 500 mark, Stephen. Is this team going to be a better than 500 club, meaning will they win more games than they lose in season 2006, yes or no?
Yes.
Wow. And you say that why? What additions have they made that will allow them to win more games than they lose when the past two seasons they couldn't break the 70 mark?
Well, you know,
Because in order to do that, Stephen, they have to win more than 81 games.
Well, that's half, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that it'll
I
just
did the
be
math, too.
just slightly over 500 this year.
And I'm asking you why. Why
I have
this
no
season?
idea. I just said it.
Taking a stab.
Because I think they made some nice moves. I would like to see them make more, to be honest. I would like to see them gotten another pitcher, Terry. But they did make moves in the offseason that would make you perhaps optimistic that this season will at least be a 500 season.
All right.
And Edgar's always good, right? So he should probably do well.
No, Buhner Buzzcut night always brings them in, huh, Stephen?
Yeah, can't wait for that.
Sit in the boneyard.
Pete O'Brien at first base.
Pete O'Brien.
Jeez.
I don't even know what that one is all about.
He was first baseman for like 2 years.
Like in the early 90s,
Come on, Steve,
right?
you gotta keep yourself updated. Paul Sorrento's there, and he's doing well.
Yeah.
All right. Yes.
They're expecting big things from the new catcher, correct?
Well, they don't know. He doesn't speak English, Terry.
Oh, okay. Well,
They don't know
Are
how
you
he's
any
feeling.
good? And they couldn't understand what he said.
They figure he may have said yes. We'll find out
all right.
by around late May.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Yes. What else is going on there, Terrence? It's opening day. I know you're all excited, but there's other news in your hand, I'm sure. What do you have? What do you have?
I got a story here about a lawsuit against a plastic surgeon that has been filed by 3 ladies who were his patient. Apparently, they filed this malpractice lawsuit because he made their breasts too big.
Oh, I've heard that a million times already, Terry. This is old kind of news. All these plastic surgeons are taking liberties that aren't perhaps theirs by making breasts bigger than the patient actually wanted them. That's part of the sickness of being a cosmetic surgeon these days, Terry. I mean, can they outdo what's been done here in this area or not? Can this story outdo what we've already been through locally? Are they going to be able to trump the idea of shoving champagne bottles up their asses when they're knocked out? Or whoa! Well, that's the way the whole story shook down out here. If you can't give me that,
after eating strawberries and such.
Right, after going down on exotic dates with your patients.
I remember the whole champaign and the Steiner routine.
Great.
I'm in.
Maybe you blocked it out.
Yeah, maybe.
I just lay there and accepted it.
Apparently, this happened in New York.
In New York. It's another cosmetic surgeon that's...
in New York City, yeah. And apparently he's very obsessed with the double D's or D's, whichever, but he liked D's.
Double thing.
Yeah.
On the double.
Apparently these 3 ladies, one woman claims that she wanted to leave with a 34B, but of course he made her into a double D.
See, that's why I would have to maybe not go so warped that I would do things that they don't want, but I wouldn't be able to be in the business. You want B's? I'd be like sitting there scolding them. Why would you come here if you want B's? I know you got an inverted chest right now, but you don't even realize that when you get the B's, you're going to want D's eventually, so let me just give you the D's.
Well, but the thing
He's just trying to save her a second surgery, Terry. No woman should want B's, but some don't know better because they've had nothing all their life that they think B's is going to be so great.
Right.
B's are so great for about a week and a half after you've had nothing all your life. That's how long it's good for.
But
a week and a half.
But you also
by the second week, you want D's.
Oh, geez. Well, these are double D's.
No, not G's. D's.
Okay. But you have to also remember that maybe this woman, I mean, your
I
body
don't
has to be
care
able
if you're 5'1" and 110 pounds. You still want double D's. Trust me on this.
Okay, well, this other lady from
resign.
Staten Island claims that she already had implants that made her a D cup, but one apparently started leaking, so she went into this doctor just to get it fixed.
And he sized her up. Bonus sized
and again,
her.
the double D's.
Way to go. If I was a surgeon in this field, Terry, every patient would leave my office like a Macy's Day Parade blimp.
Wow, floating above the rest.
Floating little float.
Hey, it's Snoopy 3.
Underdog.
He has been sued before, by the way.
Yes.
He was sued by a patient who got silicone implants.
Do you know how many women, Terry, have gone in for breast augmentation procedures only to realize after the job was done they didn't go big enough and they have to go back for more?
I know.
And they have to go back for more, Terry.
Right.
You know how many women are 2 surgeries in because they didn't factor in? They got a little bit conservative and, well, I don't want to be too big. Okay, I guess I did. After they realized after the procedure.
No, I know.
It happens often.
Yes. I mean, probably in the majority of the time. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
you didn't make that mistake, Terry.
No.
But
Tanya Harding didn't either, by the way. She's one person that comes to mind.
You didn't make that mistake because you had a surgeon that tended to convince women early that this is the way to go. And
yeah, you're right.
He's been disbarred or whatever you call it.
It should make you feel good.
Whatever the equivalent of disbarred is, Terry, that's what he's been in the field. But
lost his license.
Lost his license, yeah.
No longer a quack.
Yes.
I wonder what he's doing now.
Well, last I heard he was selling cars.
Drinking some champagne.
I don't know.
Yeah, when I got the penile enlargement, I went plenty big.
Yes.
You gotta get your money's worth.
Gotta get your money's worth, Terry.
Jeez. Well, anyway, these guys were not happy that they all had double D's, and they claim that this doctor is just obsessed with D's. And so that's why they're suing him.
They're suing him.
Yes.
For monetary damages.
Yeah.
They gotta come into court with their huge jugs.
Right.
And make people feel sorry for them.
Judge is gonna say, I seem to like him, so looks good.
Well, his attorney, of course, says that, he says, quote, the allegations are, quote, completely baseless.
Right.
Dr. Jacobs, that's his name,
Dr. Jacobs
has performed over 11,000 breast implant procedures since 1995.
Man knows what he's doing.
He has literally thousands of satisfied
And then when these women
clients.
win the lawsuit, they'll spend the money on getting their boobs bigger again.
Yeah.
It's all perfect.
The T-Man.
Get stitches in the back of his head. Okay, at the exact same time.
Yeah, all right there, Pasty. Oh, jeez. My bad.
Sorry about that.
I was just about to play the audio, Terry, of this. Everyone's wondering in the entire world, you know, there's not a person who's not, whether Joy Behar and Star Jones are really at each other's throats now because of what happened the other day on The View, Terry. You know, Star Jones has had another procedure, as we talked about last week. She had her nipples lifted.
Well, her whole breast.
Oh, the entire breast?
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah, you don't want to just do one. Makes it look a little awkward.
Right.
She had both breasts lifted.
Yes.
So because of that, she's on the shelf, she's on the DL, she's out, she's taking a little time, a little recoup situation, but she's calling in because she knows her fans miss her so dearly that she checks in on the show pretty much every day via the phone lines. And the other day, she called in, and she was rambling on so much about herself that Joy Behar had to interrupt her so that they could just get to a commercial or move on to something else. She was just so busy rambling about stuff that apparently no one was interested in that Joy Behar interrupts her, and then Star Jones calls her a bitch.
Oh, wow.
Whether or not she knew she was still on the air, no one knows. Whether or not she was really serious or joking, nobody knows, although it's pretty obvious that Star Jones doesn't like to be cut off like that.
No, right.
Especially in this fashion, Terry. I'm about to play it, so you'll have to see for yourself.
Okay.
She calls Star Jones, or Star Jones calls Joy Behar a bitch. A patch I can play without you going to commercials. Is that
possible?
Is that possible here or what?
Sorry, dude. Go ahead. Feel
All right, here we go. This was the other day. Star Jones checking in, and all of a sudden, before you know it, a couple of hours had passed by, and she's still talking about herself.
Get stitches in the back of his head. Okay, at the exact same time.
Is he okay?
I mean, and so he's absolutely perfect. He's here. He came. I'm going to be.
Okay, Storm, that's enough about you. On to us. Bye.
You know what, Jill? I'm so glad you haven't changed.
Bye, Star. Feel good.
Yes.
Feel
You
good.
are still a bitch.
You could hear as it was fading out there.
Yeah.
She says, "You are still a bitch."
Nice. Boy, that's a lot of love on that set there.
And they were fading it out, so I don't know if they knew it made it over the air. But if you listen closely as it's trailing out there, you can hear Star say, "You are still a bitch."
Wow.
Feel good.
And they even bleeped out. They couldn't air what? The part that they bleeped out from what I'm reading this morning, Terry, is Joy Behar saying to Star, "We get it. You like your tits perky." And they couldn't even air that.
But they're going to let's look.
"We get it. You like your tits perky." And that has to be bleeped out, that part.
Oh, yeah. But Joy calling.
"You are still a bitch."
Jeez.
Now, does that sound serious to you? It sounded like she was joking. She doesn't like to be talked to that way. She doesn't like to be rushed off like that.
Yeah, I think.
All the above. She ain't joking. She wants to kill Joy
Probably
Behar.
so. I think, though.
I think she's pretty sensitive.
Yeah, I do
one
too.
side is serious in that.
Yeah. But I also
Just
think,
her.
well, actually, I think both sides. I think that Joy
Is that some of that-
Behar is.
some of that fat woman anger?
Well, maybe so, or whatever. But I think that,
She's not fat
with this.
no more.
Yeah, that's
Still
true.
got the anger, though, of a
The mindset of an angry
of a
fat
very
woman.
sizable woman.
Yeah.
Yes.
But, with this now coming out, they're going to, of course, make it seem like, oh, it was all,
Yes.
love, love, love. We were just joking.
Skinny women don't have anger.
No.
It's a nice thing.
Nothing to be angry about. Life's good.
Yes.
Eat whatever I want.
Stitches in the back of his head. Okay.
She is kind of rambling, though, Terry. Somebody had to stop her.
You know.
I don't know what she's even talking about. Can
Sounds
you
like she's talking about her husband.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't know any other man that's in her life that she talks about more but her husband
Uh-huh.
and herself.
Get stitches in the back of his head.
I think she's joking about how Naomi Campbell gave that woman stitches in in the back of her head. And maybe she's making a reference to her husband needing to get stitches in the back of his head because he's not doing everything that she says that, on this particular day.
Maybe so.
I don't know. I'm just speculating.
His head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, at the exact same time.
Is he okay?
I mean, and so he's absolutely perfect. He's here. He came. I'm going to be.
Okay, Star, that's enough about you. On to us.
Star's not going to allow herself to be laughed at like that, to be the butt of a joke, Terry.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to
Okay,
be.
Star, that's enough about you. On to us. Bye.
You know what, Jill? I'm so glad you haven't changed.
Bye, Star. Feel good.
Yes.
Feel
You are
good.
still a bitch.
Oh, my
Still
God.
talking. They're talking over. Okay, bye, Star. See you later.
Yeah,
Everyone's
see?
clapping. You are still a bitch.
It seems like everybody's happy that she did that, though.
Yeah.
Oh, my
And it shows her
God.
writing a note and handing it to the host, too, Joy
Oh,
Day. Like, we need to
geez.
move on.
Mm-hmm.
God, don't we have to go to commercial break?
Yeah.
So you're saying everyone's happy that Joy interrupted her? That everyone felt the same way, that she was rambling too long and she needed to be stopped? Is that what you're saying, Stephen?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Triumphant job by Joy.
Isn't she
Yes,
back
good job.
today? Wasn't today the big comeback day for her?
Ooh. Put it on pay-per-view.
Wow. Surprised she didn't ask for that.
Is she back today, Terry?
I think so.
With the boobs lifted?
All lifted,
and
and
her
alive.
And her body's felt?
Yes.
And her anger in check?
Oh, hopefully.
Oh, what a great combo.
Yeah.
Bye.
Wow.
Listen to Joy. Bye. Oh, my gosh. I love cat fights.
She's probably pretty
No.
sick of it, though, because she's taking time off for other procedures, too.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like enough already.
Well, and
not
the
only that,
wedding
but
thing.
Star has this ability of being very self-centered
Yeah.
and focused only on herself.
Right.
So this was the laughter you hear and the applause you hear could be years in the making.
Oh, yeah. Having to hear about her stupid wedding every day.
Oh, yeah.
All the free stuff she got from
Slide out corporate sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and so
Sorry,
he's
go for it one more time.
absolutely perfect. He's here. He came. I'm going to
Okay,
be.
Star, that's enough about you.
Joy's been wanting to say that for years.
Oh, I'm sure she has.
She didn't have the guts to do it face to face.
But now.
She was afraid that Star would tackle her and just start
Well,
pummeling her on the set.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
You know what, Jill? I'm so glad you haven't changed.
Bye, Star. Feel good.
Oh, they're cutting her off. All of them.
That was serious.
Funny.
Yeah.
If Star was there at that moment,
Oh, my gosh.
in the proximity of Joy, she would have put her hands around her throat.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to have to watch today now to see if they fight.
See the tense
Time is
moment?
epoch
Well,
so on.
they're very good at pretending like they like each other. They've been doing that for years.
But now it's coming out that they really hate each other.
Well, how could you not? You're all women. You're all trying to be the star of that show.
Right. Well, but it's Bab's show.
She's the only one that everyone gets along with. It's Barbara Walters. She's old. She's seasoned. She's respected.
Right.
You have to get along with her.
She's
Yeah, you do.
lovely,
She's
Terry.
lovely.
She's very likable. Everyone else, all the others, hate all the rest of them, Terry.
They're all hacks trying to make their way.
Oh, my goodness.
There it is.
Well, Meredith seems nice.
It's finally coming out. Meredith's a bitch.
Yeah.
I always feel sorry for the couch. I always have.
Yes. No one asked the couch if they would like to take a day off, Terry.
No, I know.
Star like leans forward for a drink of water. Again.
The couch asked for that, Terry? Did the couch ask for that? I'm asking.
No,
Did
the
couch ask for
couch
that?
did not ask
Thank
for
you.
it.
Thank you. You know what we are asking for, Terry, at this time?
What is
I know people don't usually like to talk on a Monday morning, but I'll open the phone lines at this time, Terry.
Oh, okay.
1-866-663-T-MAN. You see, this reminds me about the T-Man I Hate You hotline, Terry.
Oh, yeah.
Because I just keep being reminded that there's all this anger out there that people keep harbored and pent up for so long, so many years or whatever, months even. That's enough in itself to cause you to break down mentally. I bet it felt good for both of them, both Joy and then Star, to go at each other like that.
Oh, yeah.
1-866-663-T-MAN. If there's something on your mind this morning, there's no need to keep anything inside when I'm around town. Anything that is in your head that needs to be released, about anyone, any relationship, any coworker, anyone that's picking their nose right now that you can't stand and works in the next cubicle. 1-866-663-T-Man is the number to call. And I'll give you a quick story while we line up a couple of phone calls here, Terry, if you don't mind.
Oh, all kinds of news coming out of New York City. I got a story here about a real estate broker, a very wealthy one, mind you, who decided to go to Hong Kong. And when he was there, he met a 30-year-old woman, and after 2 months, they got married. She came back to New York and moved into Manhattan with him. Well, according to his divorce papers that he's just filed,
yes,
apparently this young lady hated him so much that she started having sex with other guys, or turning tricks, so to speak, in their
there's a difference
house.
between having sex with other guys and turning tricks, Terry.
She was turning tricks.
She was charging them.
Yes.
She was running a little bit of a brothel inside his apartment.
And
inside
she was
his house.
it. Yeah. She was the only working girl.
Well, ancient Chinese secret.
While he was at work.
We'll get back to this. Okay. Let me go to some phone calls, Terry. I promised them I want to get to them as quick as possible.
Yeah.
Jeremy, you're first up. What's up?
Hey, T-Man.
How are you, sir?
It sounds like my ex-girlfriend, actually.
What does? Turning tricks in your apartment?
Yeah. Well, not necessarily my apartment.
Yeah, that story's not supposed to hit close to home, sir.
Right.
But we're sorry it does. But go ahead.
Okay, well, here's the story in a nutshell. I was with this girl. I was going to get married, and I called it off 2 days before the wedding.
Okay, when is this? This is recently? This is this year?
Yeah.
This is a couple of years ago? What?
No, this is recently, about, I'd say, 4 months ago.
4 months ago. 5 months ago, you were getting prepared to say I do.
Yep.
And then a few weeks later, you called it off.
Yep.
All right,
2 days, actually. 2 days before the trip.
2 days before the wedding?
Yep.
You called it off.
Yes, I did.
Why? What happened?
I just didn't have a good feeling about it, and,
Well, I mean, if that was the case, everyone would call off their wedding.
Right.
2 days before the wedding, nobody has a good feeling about it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have it was a
What was your feeling? Tell me your feeling, and we'll decide whether it was feeling enough to call off a wedding. Because, I mean, Terry, if you have a bad feeling 2 days before your wedding, there's no such thing as weddings anymore.
Well, I figured, I'm 23, and I just kind of, I've listened to your show all the time.
23.
Say it doesn't work if you don't get married too young, so...
Of course, you made the right decision. You don't get married at 23 in 2006.
Yeah, I haven't even dropped the bombshell yet.
Lord.
Okay.
What's the bombshell? Go ahead.
Okay, well, she had a good friend of hers, right? And me and her and her friend did a little action, a little three-way. And I guess she told her other ex-boyfriend about it. And I come to find out yesterday, they had a little menage a trois themselves, too.
Right.
And I found out all about this, so I guess I made the right decision. It was kind of all came at me at once, and I've got a heavy heart.
Yeah, when your threesome girlfriend cheats on you, Terry, that's really too much to handle. Now, let me say if I got this straight. The threesome you had, you called off the wedding 4 months ago, and the threesome you had was how long before that?
Let's see. We had the threesome probably about a month before we were about to say I do.
So 5 months ago, you had the threesome with her friend.
Actually, it was a little sooner now. It's probably about 3 months ago, yeah. It wasn't too long ago.
Well, was it after you called off the wedding or before you had the threesome?
No, it was before I called off the wedding.
It was before, so it had to be at least 4 months ago, right?
Yeah. Back in December is when I was supposed to get married.
Well, you were supposed to get married back in December, and you had the threesome what month? About? December?
Yeah, in November.
A nice Thanksgiving
October,
threesome?
November. We had it more than once.
You take the drumstick, I'll take a wing.
Wow, really?
All right. So
they had more than one. You heard him say that, right?
Okay. So
yeah, it happened twice, and
so
the third time,
a month.
I called it off the third time because I was like, this is the girl I'm going to get married to. I don't want to.
Yes, a month before the wedding, your girlfriend is more than happy about letting you have a threesome with the girl that was going to be the maid of honor, or what?
No, she's just a friend that she met at work.
Just a friend, okay. Now, does the fiance, that'd be a great point. Now, does the fiance, at the time she was the fiance, does the fiance let you have full access to the third party? Are you allowed to penetrate? Are you allowed to...
Well, I started giving it to her, and then she grabbed me, actually, and started, scratching me and stuff.
Scratching you in a violent and angry way, or
yeah, she in a violent and angry way, get the hell off her.
Why? You didn't have established rules? That's usually there are rules, so you know what you can and can't do. You didn't have rules?
Come on, dude.
They started kissing, I was like, all right, let's just, let's not do this. Let's take it upstairs and get do the real thing,
All right.
And we kind of didn't talk about it, in detail before it happened.
Oh, so it's kind of happening. All right, once they started kissing you and you started moving over towards them and they pretty much extended their arms for you, you thought you were given full reign right then and there.
Yeah.
And then when you tried to put it in the pooper, then she stopped you.
Whoa.
Oh,
well, Well, once I started giving it to her friend, let's call her friend E, then she kind of like got mad and started slapping at me and stuff like that. But she was on top of her, so.
Was this the first time?
Yeah, this was the very first time.
So the second time you guys did it, there were better rules or boundaries, I guess.
Well, the second time we were both pretty drunk, and it was kind of a free for all. Everybody was doing everybody, and it's,
And then you called it off.
Yeah, I'm glad I did.
But you were mad at her for doing it with somebody else. That's why you called it off, right?
Well, no, I didn't even know about that. I found out that she was she told her ex-boyfriend because she thought it was funny. She was like, okay, haha, I had a threesome.
All right, so you called it off just because you had the threesomes and you didn't feel like you wanted to marry a woman that you were having threesomes with and you were only 23 and all those factors.
The second day I knew her, so I mean, that right there's a clue.
Yes, so you decided, you know what, time to go back to a single life instead of getting married. That's what you decided.
Well, I'm glad, yeah.
It's going to knock you for making that decision. I think, yeah.
Well, I still feel like an idiot for the whole time. I'm like, damn, I should have seen the signs, and I just feel like a joke.
Well, at least you pulled the ripcord before it was too late, right or wrong?
Okay.
Okay, so where are you at now? Here we are, 3 months later. What's the story with you? Yeah, I'm a total loser now, T-Man.
I got a 19-year-old female roommate. She's cool, just kind of saving money, trying to buy a house.
Mm-hmm.
Living life.
All right.
So, I feel better, though. I got a lot off my chest. I felt good.
Wow.
I don't see
Thank
what
you,
the...
T-Man. You're, regular Dr. Phil, right?
Yeah, that's right. Dr. Phil right, Terry.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what he needs to get off his chest.
I think he just wanted to know that, he wasn't
He made the right decision?
Yeah, that he wasn't an idiot for doing all that other stuff.
Dude, how'd you not marry her?
Yeah.
Right. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Girls like this only come out once in a lifetime.
Just lost the best thing in your life.
Yeah, he's feeling pretty stupid.
And on top of everything, Terry.
Yes?
If he wanted to put in the work, okay?
Yeah, put in the work.
It wouldn't take that much work, but still work nonetheless. If he wanted to put in the work, he could still have another go-around with her, if not another threesome, within the next 2 to 5 months.
Yeah, sounds like
He's got to put in a little bit of work. How about that for a happiest of all happy endings?
Well, I mean, but...
He didn't have to marry her at 23.
Right.
And he could still have more threesomes and sessions with her if he puts in a little bit of work.
Right.
Yeah, usually you have to pay more for happy endings.
So he should really look at that as a plus, not a negative, right?
What's that?
That he could, I mean,
Of course,
he's over there
it's a huge
thinking,
plus.
Yeah, he's thinking it's a negative that he even was with this girl when really
You want to keep girls like this on your roster, Terry.
Sure.
You don't want to marry them at 23.
Right.
But you want to keep them at a nice distance.
Arm's length, maybe?
Well, that's whatever you want to call it, Terry.
Okay. Didn't know if they one or two.
Got to make it all cliche like that, fine. At an arm's length. We can just reach out and pull her in when you need her.
There you go.
Yes. You been at an arm's length for some guys over the past number of years, Terry?
Oh, all of them.
Oh. Well, at least back in the day, no?
No.
We ever deep on a guy's bench?
Not that I...
Called into the game, pull off the warm-ups real quick, and head on out there?
No.
You're always first string. Come on, Terry.
No.
You're all first string all the time, Terry?
Yes.
All-star caliber?
AP All-American.
There it is. Steven's a McDonald's All-American.
Wow.
Jen!
Yes.
1-866-663-T-Man. Yes, Jen.
Hi, good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, thanks for asking.
Problem.
All right.
And, yeah, I'm calling in about these people that ruined my wedding. They used to be my best friends.
You're a married woman now.
Very married, yes. Very happy married.
Very married. Okay, and very happy. And you had a wedding when?
July last year.
July of 2005, and you had some ladies, I'm assuming, ladies at your wedding that, got a little rowdy? What happened that you're saying that they ruined your wedding?
Well, it was the best man and the maid of honor they were dating. And they were good friends of ours for a long time, with my husband, since the best man was best friends with my husband since they were in 7th grade. But they were never reliable. Every time, we needed them, they wouldn't help us, but, of course we would help them financially or otherwise. If they're stuck somewhere, we'd come out and get them. And if I was stuck somewhere, I'd have to pay for their gas and an extra tank of gas and just things like that. They ditched me on my birthday. things like that. So
Yes.
it kind of drew up to the wedding where.
Okay, Star. Now about us.
Go ahead. Yeah, so you found you after all this evidence was finally examined by you, you determined that you were putting in more to the friendship than you were getting.
Completely.
All right.
There's things that
So
they
what'd
did
they do
help
at your
out with.
wedding to ruin it?
Well, the maid of honor didn't make a toast to me.
Ah, bitch.
Ditched me at the reception. She just
didn't
went up to
make
the
a
hotel room
toast.
that my mother paid for, and because they said they had the money, but then all of a sudden they didn't have the money, so...
Terry, to me, the toast is the most uncomfortable moment at any wedding.
Yeah, I
No
agree.
one says anything worth hearing.
Right.
It's the most big waste of time wedding moment you could ever have.
Yeah.
People just cringe when the person's making the toast because they know they're saying stupid stuff that means nothing to anyone anyway.
Well, obviously, though, it meant something to this lady.
Get through it. That's why I'm wondering why she's so hung up on her friend didn't make a toast. That's the first thing out of her mouth, and how her friend ruined her wedding.
Right.
She didn't make a toast.
That's the worst part of your wedding. You're in good shape.
That's
Okay.
the best thing a maid of honor could do, by the way.
Yeah, good move.
Shut your mouth. Move on to the next thing. Let's pull off the garter.
Whoa.
So what else? She didn't make a toast? What else? Big deal.
Okay. And then after the reception, we invited everybody up to our hotel room, just the close friends, including them. And she didn't come, but the best man did. And he started spraying beer on everybody and all over the floor and everything in the hotel room. So everybody was telling him to stop, and he didn't stop. So then he looked at me because I started screaming at him to stop, and he goes, "This night isn't all about you.
Oh, jeez.
It's my wedding.
Well,
This night isn't all about."
the wedding was
So,
over at that point. But anyway, all right. So your husband now, the man you're married to, does he still talk to this best friend that he had since 7th grade or no?
No, he's not allowed to.
He's not allowed to.
Allowed to.
So here it is, Terry. The new wife has
Whoa.
made a statement early in the marriage that this husband that she's married to does not have the ability to speak to his friend who's been there for him as long as the guy can remember, pretty much.
Right.
No, he's been there. Chris has been there for him.
Your husband should be able to make his own decision on whether he's allowed to talk to his friend or not. Don't you agree?
If they told me not too long ago, a couple weeks ago, they called and wanted him to.
I asked you a question. I want an answer. If your husband decided he wants to start talking to his friend again, isn't he entitled to talk to it, not have to get any repercussions from you? Yes or no?
There will be repercussions. Because they
Of course there will,
Divorce?
Terry.
I mean, is it so bad that you'll divorce him?
She's not going to divorce him. She's going to make his life hell. It's worse, Terry.
Well,
Wussy-ass guys that don't run stuff.
He's not allowed to talk to his best friend anymore, or else the woman who has invaded, taken over, and now controls his life is going to make his life miserable.
She's the reason guys don't want to get married.
He wants to talk to his best friend. He doesn't care that he sprayed beer all over the room, or if he does, he doesn't care that much that it's ruined their friendship. But you have made it clear that he's not allowed to speak to his best friend anymore. Don't you think you're going a little bit too far with that?
It's not just the beer team, man. It's everything before that. Everything I've witnessed in their friendship, supposedly.
Everything
My
you
husband has a
witnessed,
lot
he
more-
was fine
my
with
husband
it.
has
Yeah.
yeah, I was going to say. I mean, they've been friends since 7th
He's
grade.
not
I
allowed
think the
to
guy
be the judge
knows him
of. He's
pretty
not
damn
allowed to be the
good.
judge of that anymore. She's the judge of that
okay.
and everything else.
Wow.
Judge Rudy.
And he's not allowed to talk to his best friend anymore, or else she's going to make his life very difficult.
Because every time he does, he just wants money. So I'm just saving my husband a lot of money.
You're protecting your
Trying
husband.
to save me a lot of money.
Well, why can't your husband just say no to this guy when he asks for money? I don't have it.
Nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
Very impressionable.
So you're helping your husband
Oh,
here.
my
Very
gosh.
impressive.
How old is your husband?
11.
25.
He's 25,
Yes.
and you're what?
23.
And your lives are a lot better now that you're married and don't have any connection anymore with these friends of yours?
Yes, and he agrees.
Okay, I'm sure he does. And why are you, what's the point, if everything's so hunky-dory, why are you calling us at this point?
Because I was angry about them.
And you're venting.
Sometimes-
Yes.
Yeah, I'm venting because they told me that they don't want to be friends with me, but they can be friends with him. And I said that it's not going to happen because I'm not going to hang out with people that my husband doesn't like.
Yeah, I could see them wanting to be friends with him, but not
Right.
her.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
makes a lot of sense.
Well, I mean,
They sound evil.
Yeah.
So how long?
Okay, I'll let you go. Bye.
No, wait. Oh,
Call her
wow.
back. Get her number, Dave. Hurry.
Mm-hmm. She didn't like the way this all sounded.
No.
oh, she didn't.
Once you start saying it out loud, you realize how you actually come across.
We'd like you to come over, but leave that wife of yours at home.
Mm-hmm.
Come across.
The reality is that the best man was probably saying to his buddy, going, you know what, dude, you're going to be miserable if you
Yeah.
marry this woman.
If that wasn't just
And that's what it was all about.
that just wasn't a brilliant endorsement, an unbelievable brochure for staying single.
Maybe you should go with your husband to your room after your wedding. Just an idea.
Yeah.
And not invite everybody up with you.
God, call me old-fashioned.
Jeez.
Or if it's the toast is so important and that's what broke them all up, I mean,
right.
Say, please do a toast.
Do a toast if it kills you.
Yeah.
This toast is obviously way too important to me. You better do one now, bitch.
Right.
Yeah.
I love toast.
You love toast?
Oh, yeah.
You love being on the
toast.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
It's really important to me, too.
Wow.
Can't really go wrong with toast.
Their life is so much better because she's in control.
Man,
Poor bastard.
Even I feel bad for him, okay?
Is that his ring, a poor bastard?
Yes.
Shouldn't he be able to, maybe he doesn't want to talk to his friend anymore, but shouldn't he be able to make that decision?
Yes, but I guarantee
You're not allowed to talk to him anymore. No, you don't have to guarantee me. She made it clear. She will not allow him to talk to his friend from back in the 7th grade all the way through the age of 25.
Right, but I'm saying I guarantee you that he would love to talk to him now and still hang out with him, like you said.
She says he doesn't want to.
Yeah, she says.
No, you're right, dear. I don't want to.
It's either that or a frying pan over the head. Maybe you're right. I don't want to.
1-866-663-T-MAN is the number to call.
Oh, my gosh.
It's toll free. If you have any people that ruined your wedding, maybe.
Didn't give you the right toast, right? Or toast at all.
Back with more calls after these words.
T-Man.
That's right. No clue. Who does? You're right. Hot Chisel wants to start taping The View at 9, like he thinks all of a sudden they're going to begin the show with Joy and Star all oiled up, ready for some real heated oatmeal wrestling action, Terry.
Wow.
Come on. What do you think's going to happen? They're going to be all lovey-dovey, fake-like they've been for the past 7 years. Okay.
Yeah,
Starts at 10, by the way.
A man shouldn't hit a woman. That's not
Starts at 10?
The View does.
Oh, okay. So we're off the air. You can watch it.
Perfect.
Yes. Okay.
Can't wait.
All right. Can't wait to hate that show. Angela, you're on the air. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you, love?
I'm pretty good.
And what can we do for you on this fine Monday morning?
Okay, I have a question. I'm sure you've heard of it before, but I'm dating this guy for 2 years.
All right.
It's
serious,
good.
obviously,
It's
to
good.
some degree, right? It's serious to some degree, would you say, or what?
Yeah, I think so. It's getting there. I mean, we're pretty young still, but
All right. Well, how old are you?
I'm 19.
19, baby, yes. Uh-huh.
Okay.
How do you look? You look good, Angela, or what?
I think so. I think I'm cute.
Uh-huh. Well,
I'm
are you...
pretty.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'3".
5'3", and what do you weigh?
I don't feel comfortable answering that.
Okay, that's 150 plus. Okay, go ahead then.
Okay, so and I'm dating this guy.
Didn't dispute it.
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I don't know. He looks at pornography once in a while.
Okay, so you're saying he has a heartbeat.
Well, I don't know. Is that? I mean, okay. I really, really hated it when I first heard about it, or when I found out about it.
You first found out about pornography?
Well, like he looked at it.
Yeah. He looked at what? Pornography?
Yeah. Okay. So
I mean, he looked at like little still photos or what? He's watching movies and stuff, right?
no.
Or on
just
the internet?
Just on the internet.
Yeah, well, that's good stuff.
Is okay. Could
Why
that
the
be
internet's
unhealthy,
there.
though? I mean, I
TiVo,
don't know.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, anyway, so we had this big thing about it, and I got really upset, and he told me he stopped, but, you know, he didn't, and whatever. But I don't know, I guess I just want to understand guys.
Why do women feel threatened by pornography? I don't get it, Terry. Where's the threat? Well, how is that in any way making them feel like they're competing against pornography? You're not competing against pornography.
Well, but
because you'd lose.
That
You'd
is-
lose every
and
time.
that's why. I think what it is too is that you know, I guess when you're watching the porn, you seem to get a little bit more excited maybe than
Even
when
if
you're
we're-
with your woman. I don't know.
No, not more excited than we're with our woman. Just a different excited, a better one.
Well, see, it's a better
the bronze
one.
medal
Well,
goes to my wife.
Yeah. Terry, even if
and so
even
that's-
a woman who
it's
walks
our
in,
insecurities,
even
of
a
course.
woman who walks in on her boyfriend or husband, whatever the case may be, beating the paddywhacker to pornography. How do you get upset about that? Why should you? Why do you feel jealous? Why do you feel threatened?
It's just women's insecurities, and you gotta
get over that.
Well, it's kind of hard when you're always in front of the computer.
Is that what? Did you walk in on him beating the paddywhacker or no?
No.
Okay, so that's a bonus.
No,
he was saving it up for you. A lot of guys don't even save it up when they're getting all excited.
But the other thing too, you have to admit there are some guys who go overboard with the porn and are actually addicted to it. So it makes it kind of difficult. Well,
let me tell you, as far as addictions go, Terry, this is one of the better ones.
Okay.
All right.
Well, not necessarily for somebody's relationship.
Would you trade in your boyfriend's porn addiction for a drug habit? Would you trade in your boyfriend's addiction for a gambling habit?
Period.
Would you trade? Well, addictions are part of a man's life, Terry. He's got to have something.
What if you have all three?
All right, Steven can't get home without stopping at Fatburger.
That's his addiction.
All right.
I'll take the eating addiction.
I'm just pointing out that someone even as Steven is,
yes,
he still has his little callings. I mean, as far as calling for him and him answering every day.
Now that his wife's home, she makes him go to Subway, so he's probably losing weight, actually. He can't hide it from her.
Steven's a solid guy, honest, doesn't get caught up in gambling, doesn't get caught up in any kind of drugs, not a drinker, not a beater, but he has his hook. He's hooked on the juicy, plump, tender, fat burger.
But what is it about porn that really, why is it so important to you men? What is it?
Is it?
And maybe if you explained why you guys are so into it and what it's all about, we'd feel a little bit more secure. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there.
Terry. That's
explain to us, why is it so important that it's got to be part of your life?
That's like looking at the Sistine Chapel and say, explain what you did here. Explain the work. It's too involved. It's too in-depth. You can't just ask me to explain something so complex. You can't expect me to
What's so complex about it?
There's so many factors that go into explaining. Well, there's too many to even pinpoint
Give me one.
They'll
Come
never
on.
get it and not like the reason anyway.
Yeah, you're not going to like the reason that we point out anyway.
Us women, we love some kind of explanation.
Terry, you want it to make sense. It's never going to make sense to you, so why don't we cut our losses here as far as the conversation goes and move on?
It's because we love you too much.
You don't ask why you wear jeans for cost $200, so there you go. Leave us alone.
Well, I don't, but...
Oh, jeez. Okay, that's me over here.
Yeah.
My hands, I feel pretty girly about it. But anyway, what are you saying now? What?
$200 for one pair?
God, I know. Is that great?
Yeah, get both legs with that, though, Steven. Anyhow.
Well, I would hope so.
Mm-hmm. So you're all bent out of shape because your boyfriend likes to watch porn, but he doesn't even jerk off, Terry. He doesn't. I mean, I can understand if she was feeling as though she was getting the second load of the day, because he's already fired off the first one at the television or whatever the case may be.
But just because she didn't walk in on him doesn't mean he's not. He probably is.
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm. So
it makes me kind of feel like maybe I'm not good enough or something.
Oh,
or
please.
I mean, think about
he's
it, though.
He's going out with you.
Is he with you or not?
Well, but then
if he's with you, you're good enough. If he's not with you, you're not good enough.
But
that's as simple as that.
But maybe that's because, what if the porn chick walked in, off the street? You dump us in a heartbeat.
No,
and
no,
go with
guy,
it?
not
but that's the mentality.
Because that's only one porn star, Terry. That's the beauty of porn, is that you get a different girl every hour.
Oh. So you'd much rather have a different girl every hour. So therefore, we really aren't good enough.
Women are really stupid. They really don't get it.
Just reading into it way too much.
Yeah, they think too much about it.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Damn, Stephen, I didn't know you were a big porn watcher.
Well, I get it. I'm a guy. I get it.
Angela.
He's trying to. He's doing a good job of it.
Can you just accept that you have a nice, strong, functioning, properly boyfriend kind of person in your life who likes you and is happy in the relationship? I'm assuming, because I haven't heard anything else, to feel as though they don't have a happy, healthy relationship, Terry. And would you please let him enjoy his porn and still not feel at all threatened by it? There's no woman that should feel threatened by their boyfriend or husband's interest in porn.
You don't think there's a threat or anything?
Did I just spend the past hour now explaining to her that it's not a threat at all?
Yes. So maybe she should go buy him some, and they can watch it together. Would that make it all better?
That would be almost like the likely conclusion. Well, if I can't beat him, I'll join him.
Well,
no, he doesn't want you to join him.
Oh.
Worlds colliding, my friend.
Oh, well. So women can't enjoy porn as much as men?
If women want to enjoy porn on their own, Terry.
Oh, so it just can't be in the same.
Like men enjoy porn on their own, or at least when you're upstairs, then that's fine.
Wow.
It's the definition of not good.
So, but not together. It's not something you do together.
But I can't believe I have to sit here. Here we are, 2006. The porn boom was like 10, 15 years ago. That's when porn started exploding. I mean, porn's been around for decades and decades. Porn really started exploding in the late 80s, early 90s, mid-90s. By then, by late 90s, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Right.
All right, here we are in 2006. It's as big as ever now, Terry, and getting bigger.
No, I understand.
And yet I have to explain to this woman that she shouldn't feel threatened by her boyfriend's interest in porn. Doesn't mean he likes her any less.
Okay.
If anything, it should make their relationship stronger. He had a need to go elsewhere to get his little daily fixes, Terry.
I'll just push play on the CD.
Yeah, on the CD. There you go.
Oh, Brett's greatest hits. This is hot.
DVD, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Why couldn't he just masturbate to images of us having sex or something? Because we have pictures and videos and stuff.
Because that doesn't work.
It doesn't work, Angela. As much as he may enjoy having sex with you, the images in his mind of you and him having sex doesn't get him off. Don't ask for...
Plus, that's dirty.
But it's dirty? No, it's not dirty enough.
I mean, I don't know.
Angela.
Yeah.
You're still feeling threatened. And I'm trying to beat it out of her head, Terry, but apparently it's not going to happen.
Well,
no, I just want to know,
if she's giving us a hard time like she is about this,
right.
I can only imagine what her boyfriend has to do with.
And that's why she's calling you, so that you can tell her.
Why can't you beat off about images of us having sex, honey?
Does your wife care? I don't know.
My wife stopped caring at the appropriate time. She cared for the appropriate amount of time, and then she stopped caring at the appropriate time and realized, you know what? It's no biggie.
And don't ask, don't tell.
It's no biggie in the bedroom or when he does it.
Whoa.
It's just no biggie.
What's better than him, your boyfriend Tom-catting around or something like that, right?
Tom-catting around. Hit play on the CD. We're really bringing out the singers this morning. Okay.
Right? I mean, you would rather him do that with pornography than with other people, correct?
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like it. Wow.
You're very much in love with this guy, are you?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know it shouldn't be a big deal, but I just wanted to know why it's not a big deal.
Is it
It's just not. All right?
Okay.
And you're the type of woman that now that you're starting to accept it, and I'm hoping that's the case, you're the type to be like, okay, I'll embrace it with him, and I'll buy him, porn DVDs for Christmas. No, he doesn't want that from you. He doesn't want you and him watching together. He just wants his little moments where he can have internet or DVD porn action by himself. And then he wants, when he's done with that, because believe it or not, you get through the feeling of wanting it on a typical day, and then he'll come and start talking to you and maybe throw you up against a wall and do the things that you love him doing to you, right?
Maybe.
Okay.
Well, I have another question.
You like a good wall throwing upper experience or no?
Wall throwing upper experience.
Sometimes. Depends on the mood.
Yeah, you like your hair pulled?
No, not that much.
You don't like getting your hair pulled?
Well, if it's gently pulled.
No, I mean really pulling the crap out of it. I'm serious. You don't like getting it pulled like that where you're really in pain?
No.
Where he's almost ripping it out of your scalp? You don't like that?
Maybe eventually I might.
The porn
see, I know you got it in you. I know you got it in you. You want your hair pulled hard. As he's plastering you, right?
Wow, plastering.
Don't you like that? I bet you do.
So.
You're a little bad girl. I know you got it in you. That's why you're jealous of these porn stars. What do they have that I don't have? You haven't seen the real me yet. Start showing them more of the real you, baby. I know it's in there.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Then you'll be happier. Start slapping them around a little bit. Okay? You can do it, right?
I can slap him around a little bit.
Mm-hmm. He can slap you around, too, and you'll like it, won't you? Right?
Maybe.
Yeah, see? Good girl. Call me back soon.
Okay, all
Let me know how things are going. All right, take care, baby.
Bye.
Good night, Jai.
Love a good slap in the face, Terry.
Wow.
In a loving way, of course.
Of course.
Mhm.
The T-Man.
I got text pages in front of me, Terry.
Oh, goody.
I got more phone calls to get to. All
right.
Fancy Pants Land's waiting for a weekend update.
Really?
I know you died for that,
Oh,
Terry.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Weekend
awesome.
update with Fancy Pants Land.
Oh, geez. At 9 o'clock and 2 seconds, somebody writes, T, I didn't mind my man going to the porn sites online, but I do mind if he watches it on TV. Is that very weird? Sign, Angie. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, what's the difference?
You would think if you're fine with one, you wouldn't be so upset about the other.
Right.
I don't see the real separation. Believe me, there's as much or more you can see online than you can with your DVD of choice. 8:55 and 49 seconds. Somebody writes, Terry, what kind of porn does JD like? And I will tell you this before Terry even answers. Porn and masturbation is generally a white guy thing. Okay? Less black guys are in the porn. And the black guys who are in porn, Terry, are very good at their work, and they seem like they take it very seriously.
Really?
Yeah, they get very, their faces are very serious when they're involved in scenes, Terry.
Oh,
so
well,
I
that's
like
good.
people that take their work seriously, you know I do.
Mm-hmm.
They're very good when they're in it.
Right.
I would think, and every rule has exceptions, you know. But generally, porn and masturbation are white guy things. Now, Terry can respond as to whether her husband is into porn.
I
Is
really
exception or the rule?
I don't really know, actually.
Well, then you probably would say he's the rule, because I would think you would know after how many years you've been together now?
Plenty.
All right.
Geez. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I would have ran across it if so.
Ran across.
But I haven't.
You would have bumped into some evidence sooner or later. Terry.
Right. But I haven't, so I don't think he's into it.
Okay.
So.
And last you checked, he's a black man, right?
Last time I checked.
Okay. So that would make sense, Terry.
Yeah.
But how
It's
often
a
do you
white
check?
guy industry.
Well, I mean, you know, there's not. We made one move from one house to another. I'm sure that if he was going to hide any porn, then I probably
It would have fell out of a shoebox somewhere.
But, yeah.
I see.
You know, because you clean stuff out when you move and you find things and things get.
And you shake a lot of shoe boxes. Those are in shoes. What's in here? Okay, at least
you
it's
gotta
not
tape
porn.
up boxes and you know you kind of
It
pull
says
things.
Princess Bride on the outside.
Uh-huh.
Pretty sure it's not.
Yes.
So yeah.
Wait a minute, that's not Harry Potter, it's Harry Twatter. What the hell's going on here?
Crocodile Blondie.
Oh, geez.
Whoa.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Stephen, what do you put your porn under?
I don't. I don't have any, Terry. Why are you asking me?
Well, I am just asking because
You're the most secretive.
Yeah, but I think secretive because, or not secretive. It seems secretive, but he's not secretive because I don't know if Steven's a porn guy. He's too white.
Well, but he said, but when we were having that whole discussion with the caller, he seemed to be getting it and understanding.
Well, Stephen, you can.
I understand why people enjoy looking at pornography. That does. I mean, I'm not really.
You can put on the record right now as to how much of a porn guy you are. 1 to 10 scale. 1 being not really at all, if any. Or how about 0 to 10? 0 being nothing. 10 being, man, I just can't get enough of it. I pretty much consume all my waking hours with porn, and more porn.
So like you.
What?
Are you a 10 then?
I would not be a 10. I don't feel every single hour with porn. I'm a nice.
Well, yeah, that would be
I'm a nice
9.8.
Fine.
No.
You want to answer for me? That's fine. But I'm now waiting for your response as to where you are on the porn scale, 0 to 10.
It's very much in the lower half. I would say like maybe pushing, 2 at the most.
A 2?
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's that high.
Wow.
2 means you stick in a DVD once a month.
Well, I don't have any DVDs, so I guess I'm a 1 then.
I'd say, well, I mean...
Well, I have the DVD that
all right, well, what
was
2
given
is,
to me.
2 is still, 2 can also be, once a week, you go to some site on the internet and check what's going on out there.
Well, I mean, you happen across things while you're working with research.
Oh, what's this?
Come across.
Yeah, but 2 also implies that once a month at least you undo the trousers, you start flicking it around at least a couple of times.
Definitely. I don't do that as much as.
Oh, ow, ow.
As much as what?
As much as other people here on
Well,
the program.
that we understood, but do you do it at all?
Well, I mean, I have done it. We've talked about it before.
Yeah, yeah.
So you masturbate to porn?
Whoa, in front of the computer, that's disgusting.
Nasty. You're lucky you live out in Carnation where no one can see you.
With your
I
jeans
don't
wrapped
do that,
around
of
your
course.
legs.
You just said you did, so
I
do
sit
you
in
or
a
not?
darkened laundry room and just let it go all over the place like you do. That's my MO.
And then wipe up after.
See, now
And
he's
then I
trying
get
to
the
make
pinky. I get the pinky going.
Typical Kilbreath. He's making jokes, so we don't know what the real truth is. We're sitting here waiting for the real truth, and he doesn't want to give us the real truth. He'd rather make little silly jokes.
I would, yes.
Do you sit in front of your computer at the Carnation home with porn on the screen and your membership password punched in there? Take it out and whack away. Yes or no?
I don't recall having done that in a long time. So
in a long time.
So it has happened in the past.
Well, the question is, what's his definition of a long time? A long time can be.
a long
if
time.
you held your breath for 2 minutes, that's a long time.
That is a
Well,
long
for
time.
holding your breath, sure.
Right.
I mean, everything is based on a scale.
Right.
Yeah, relative scale.
Right. Let's, ladies and gentlemen, we don't usually have T-Man in the Morning flashbacks, but let's go back to 3 days ago, Friday morning, on this program.
If she was interested in sticking her hand in my butt, I think I would not be into that.
Wasn't that a nice moment, Terry?
Still not into it.
Even after the weekend to think about it?
Even after the weekend. Even April Fool's Day, everything went by.
Right.
Liar.
On Saturday, your wife didn't come to you and go, hey, honey, here before.
I heard something about this.
Yeah.
Angela emailed me. She loves it. So.
That good, really? Can't edit?
I don't know what you guys do with your wives being home all the time, man.
Not sit in front of the computer.
It's got to cut into the beat time.
Here's an interesting text page.
You've got free reign.
Here's an interesting text page.
Okay.
How is it possible that Winnie the Pooh sounds so much like a girl and yet he still sounds so hot?
Oh, wow.
And it's time you're taking a storm game there, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the number to the T-Man in the Morning Show? Well, you know, how many times do I have to give out a phone number, Terry?
What's the text page number?
Yeah. Right.
E. All right.
Not bringing it to the table, are they?
I don't see too many text pages that are making the grade this morning that need to be read.
Ooh.
So back to the phones we go. A fancy, a pants, a Lance. You're on the air.
The weekend.
Good morning, T-Man.
Yes, a fancy pants.
Yeah, I was just making sure that Winnie the Pooh did not get abducted from the club Saturday night that we were at.
Ah, you were hanging out with Winnie the Pooh on Saturday night. Just want to make sure everyone knows about that.
Oh, you're big
Yes.
time.
You
Yes, we
are
were.
a ballin'.
Yeah, that's it.
You like to hang out at the 18 and under clubs?
No.
He looks like it.
I know.
You would do well at the 18 and under clubs.
Oh, hot
You're one of
item.
the biggest guys in there.
One of the biggest.
Yeah.
So what was your weekend consisting of, Fancy Pants? You get laid or not?
No.
No.
Whoa.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't really try too hard. So.
Well, don't you think we assume that if you didn't get laid, you must not have tried hard?
Yeah, I'm not really into laying.
Not this weekend. Maybe next.
Yeah, exactly. If I try, I can definitely make it happen.
I mean, you're a single guy. You're 24, 25. What are you?
26.
26.
Oh, you're that old?
You're at the age that if you know, your life is about hooking up, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So why this weekend were you not interested?
Well, I have one on the line right now that's really good, and I don't want to screw that up. So.
You have one on the line?
Wow.
Well, you're like, you got someone listening to you as you're calling in as a three-way call?
No. I mean, on the line as like a prospective hookup. So.
Oh.
But I'm sure she's listening.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So you may have gotten laid this weekend. You just don't want her to know what the situation is?
No. I'm not doing that until I figure out what's going on with her.
Uh-huh. So you've called off everything until you figure out what's going on with her?
Probably not into you, dude.
Yeah, you never know, though. She's kind of complicated, but I don't know. It's going well so far.
It's a good challenge, though.
Well,
for him.
since she's listening, tell her what's complicated about herself. Go ahead.
Well, she just kind of sends off mixed signals. She's very flirtatious with everybody, but a little bit more so towards me. So.
Mm-hmm. And what kind of flirtations is she throwing your way that is exceeding what she normally sends out to everyone else?
Well, some kisses and some, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
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 Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Kisses, sweet
Yeah,
kisses.
sweet kisses. We know where that goes.
Oh, jeez. Right to Italy.
Yeah, exactly.
Why don't you dial her up? Let's get an update. Call Ken Dow.
Right to this diner.
Oh, jeez. Well, it sounds like a pretty boring weekend to me. All right.
Well, he hung out with Vinny the Pooh.
That's right, pretty boring. Fancy Pants.
You couldn't even close a deal with him.
Yes.
Jeez.
Anything else?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else?
Well, I was actually just making sure Vinny didn't get abducted because a couple of Gorilla Girls tried to fight us. So
a couple of what?
Gorilla Girls.
Gorilla Girls.
Mm-hmm.
Tried to get in a fight with me and Vinny, so I was just making sure that they didn't get snatching him up.
Gorilla Girls, normal-sized girls that are bigger than you?
I'm talking about girls that could play linebacker.
What is your
for the Seahawks.
definition of Gorilla Girls?
Someone who could play linebacker for the Seahawks.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
And why were they coming after you?
Well, they started on Vinny for some reason. I don't know why.
Right.
So I kind of got involved for some stupid reason. I don't know.
Imagine if the third time you got your veneers punched out, it'd be by a mid-sized girl.
Yeah, well, then at least it'd be a better story.
Right. All right.
Oh, goodness.
Fancy Pants, thanks for checking in.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, right. It's Fancy Pants Lions.
That is fancy.
Hooking up with girls is like a full-time job for him.
Mm-hmm.
He's on MySpace all the time. Still can't get it done.
Like when we mention him on the air, he'll send me an email saying, "Oh, T-Man, thanks. Every time you do that, I'm able to hook up so much easier. Thank you." I'm like, what? What are you talking about?
But yet he doesn't hook up.
He's all consumed with hooking up, Terry. Yeah. And yet, I don't see too much hooking up going on.
Not a ton.
Only got so far in Vegas with the older woman, right? Still couldn't get her done there.
Couldn't close it with the old cougar.
No.
David!
VTP and the FPL. Having fun.
David!
Yeah.
You're on the air.
How's it going?
What do you got, bud?
Not much. I was just going to tell you about a crazy marriage I had. Lasted 8 months.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, I had a threesome before we got married. Like I'd say about 2 months. Little tequila and her best friend got it done.
Yes.
So, and then I really wasn't knowing if it was going to work, but yeah, we ended up getting married.
And how were the 8 months?
Oh, my God. Well, I had more threesomes in 8 months than I had in my life.
Yeah, it's really nice that marriage is bringing on the threesomes, baby.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Do what?
People get married, dudes get married just to have threesomes. It's a good reason.
That's just the way
It's as good a reason as any to get married, Terry.
Well, then why would he get divorced?
Anyway. I mean, you may as well have a threesome.
Yeah, might as well get all the threesomes in while you can.
Yeah.
Is that why you got divorced, or?
No, that was during the marriage.
I know, but why is that? Why too many threesomes? Is that the reason you got divorced?
No, what happened was like about a month after we got married, I guess she started getting the hots for this guy she worked with. And just kind of hiding it from me because I paid all the bills.
I think the moral of the story is women who love to have threesomes are pretty damn horny, huh?
I would say so.
Basically.
So she started
She was
cheating
like a
on
Jiffy
you.
Lube. She needed her oil check every 100 miles.
And she was hooking up with her boss?
Do what? No, it wasn't her boss. It was just some guy that worked there part-time with her.
And she was like, it wasn't just an attraction she had to him. She was actually getting busy with him or what?
No, he wouldn't get down with her because she was married.
Really?
Yeah.
What a weirdo.
Wow.
Not even the boss.
A ring doesn't block a hole.
Wow.
She was trying to screw herself right to the middle.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
She just wasn't hot enough, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but her bachelorette party was pretty cool for me, though.
So wait, so you called it off when you heard about her like lusting after this guy that you work with? You decided that's enough. I don't need to be married to this woman.
Yeah, I got home and started drinking some beer and tricked her into coming to the house and leaving work. I told her I was going to throw her cats out on the street.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that really got to her, so she showed up at home. And
that's your way of tricking her into coming home, huh?
yeah, well, she wouldn't leave and she wouldn't listen to me anymore.
Well, she is your wife. She wouldn't leave. She's entitled to stay there, right?
Yeah, I don't know. She's just a...
I love when husbands say, "Get out of my house."
Well, yeah, I did that in the front yard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I sat there all drunk. All the neighbors were on their porch, and I called her everything but a white girl.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good marriage there for a while then, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, my highlight of my life was her bachelorette party, because my bachelor party went to hell.
Yeah.
And because my best friend started beating up my boss and other coworkers.
All right, so what happened at the bachelorette party?
So I go to my house where she was having her bachelorette party, and there was all of her friends all drunk, about 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah, so what happened?
Well, they're sitting there kissing on each other, and I was just sitting there, still kind of drunk for my party, and next thing you know, they all go upstairs, and I was like, all right, you're in my house, my room. I'm going too.
Okay, what happens?
So then they all started getting it on.
You get a hand job at least or no?
Language.
You can't say that.
I know.
So you screwed how many of them that night?
Was that F
I got
Frankie?
5.
You screwed 5 of them that night?
Okay, hold on. Time out.
Love it, Terry.
Time
That's a good
out.
story. Are you serious? You screwed 5 of the girls? 5 of the 6? You left 1 aside?
Yeah, his future wife.
Future wife.
Yeah, the fiance was.
I didn't hit her that night. I hit all her friends.
Wow.
Okay, but wait. Here's the thing, though, that makes no sense.
Terry's going to ruin the
Because
story.
everything else makes sense. Yeah, go ahead,
Well,
Terry.
no, I mean he's getting upset because now, granted,
She was lusting. Well, they had everything was under supervision, Terry. Everything was known. Everything was out in the open. This thing at the workplace, in his mind at least, is the way he's justifying it. This thing was behind his back, and he was being made a fool of by his wife, who wasn't telling him about the fact that she was lusting after this one jacked up coworker.
Well, I mean,
Called me up, begging me back.
it just kind of sounds like to me you guys kind of
Made your own bed as far as your social life.
I would say so.
That's the logical way of thinking about it, Terry, but that's not the way it works in the threesome world. That's why you're not a part of it.
I guess so.
Stay out.
Okay.
Keep out.
I will happily.
Okay. Thank you for sharing the story, though, sir. It sounds like you had an interesting run there, and now you're back in the free agent market.
Well, how do you get rid of them, though? Because she's calling me again.
Well, it sounds like you're loving it, because if you really wanted to get rid of her, you would be able to easily. Okay? So maybe maybe you're loving the attention of her crawling back to you as you see it, and that's why you want to keep it going.
I changed phone numbers. I moved across the state. I've done the asshole. I've done everything.
Done the asshole?
The matter of speaking, Terry.
I'm just saying.
That's not usually a way to get rid of someone.
Right. Interesting way of putting it, sir.
I want you out of here. Come here.
Sooner or later, if it hasn't happened yet, if you're really committed to getting rid of her, it'll happen.
All right.
All right? People can only tolerate so much.
All right.
All right?
Take
But
it
something
easy.
tells me you may be throwing her a bone every once in a while.
Hell no.
In a matter of speaking, sir.
I mean, she allows you access to all her friends.
She did, Terry.
I mean,
Gotta miss those days, I'll tell you
I
that.
guess so.
Yeah.
Every man's... See?
They're good while they were there. Now they're better when they're gone.
I don't know, dude. When you lost Terry, you lost a lot of action.
No, I still get action.
Oh, good for you. Okay, thanks for calling. It is White Trash Monday, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll fit right in.
So why don't we go overseas, Terry? And overseas in old Italy, Terry.
Is there New Italy?
We go to Kendall. Hi, Kendall.
Yes, good morning, everyone.
Good morning to you. Your name somehow surfaced? And it made us realize we hadn't spoken to you in a while.
It's been a couple weeks, I think.
And we need a Ken Doll update.
Oh, well, we're going to Austria this
Okay,
weekend.
it's all I needed to hear. Thanks for calling. I still have it on hold. You want me to put it back on?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'm sorry about that, Kendall. Just playing. Kendall?
What?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Am I going to be able to speak now
Yes.
for more than 10 seconds? Oh, okay.
Oh, just-
No, we're going on a Sound of Music tour, singing in the hills. Is that exciting?
She's
or
going to
what?
Austria. She gets to put a shrimp on the bobby.
We're going to be a little Von Trapp family.
Are the hills alive there, Kendall?
They will be when I get there on Thursday.
So the ogre's history, he's gone, he's back in the States, you guys back together, you're broken up again, what's the status?
We're together and very happy.
Better than ever.
It actually is. It's better than ever. We thought probably half the week he was here, and maybe like the last 2 days we finally worked everything out, and it's
Yeah, so that's
really
where it
good
is.
now.
So the breakup was a growing experience.
Sure. We realized how much we loved each other.
Is that how you're sizing it up? The breakup was a growing, maturing experience for you guys?
I don't know. The breakup was okay, but then, I don't know, we just kind of fought and yelled at each other for 4 days, and then after we got everything out, then I guess we grew from that. I don't know. Things are going good now.
Yes.
And he's on the stats sheet for the first time in history after the spring scrimmage on Saturday. So He's no longer the hack anymore.
Yeah, well, I'll always be the hack. Anyhow.
Oh, he got stats in an inter-squad game.
He's a senior on a spring game, yeah.
It's kind of exciting. I don't know.
We're all very impressed here.
When all the parents gather and say, let every kid play.
Yeah, maybe that's impressive being over in Italy, but here in the States, it really doesn't hold much water. Kendall, when is your trip done? When is your study abroad over? And when do you start working here full time for the long, lengthy summer that you'll be here?
Oh, that's right.
I will be home May 4th at night. I changed my flight. I'm coming home a couple days early, and then I'll be in the studio on the 8th.
May 8th.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which is a Monday, I imagine.
Yeah.
It is a Monday.
And
I come home Thursday night, and then I'll be in the studio on Monday.
And you're going to be a regular in the studio from Monday, May 8th until when?
Well, school starts August 21st, so I believe August 18th would be a Friday.
It's going to be a long, red-hot Ken doll summer, Terry.
Woo!
It's going to be fabulous.
Oh, can't wait to banner with you.
Yeah, I think she lost that stupid Arizona accent.
She'll get it back soon.
Oh, yeah.
All she has to do is come back to the States, hang out with a couple of those ditzy friends of hers. And that accent will be back in a New York minute. Huh? Oh, just an Arizona
Do you want
minute.
the accent back or not?
No, we kind of like it the way it is.
Yeah.
You sound normal.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Almost listenable.
Yeah, Italy has normalized you.
Might have. I don't know.
Have you learned any Italian? Do you want to start speaking some Italian to us? Live
Right
on the air?
now?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not very good at it. I just got a 72 on my exam, so kind of failing on the whole Italian thing. The rest of the classes are going good, but basically, I know quanto costa, which is how much is it, vorrei io whatever I want, which is how to order something or ask for something, and ciao and oh bellissimo. I don't know, I can do that.
How do I ask you? How do I ask you how much weight you've gained in Italy in Italian?
I don't know.
Because I don't want to ask it in English. That'd be rude.
That sounds much nicer in Italian.
Yeah, I don't want to ask you. If I asked you in English, that could be rude.
If you ask me in English?
Yeah,
oh,
it
well,
may be rude.
I wouldn't know how to say that. I could ask someone.
All right, well, never mind. How much weight?
Why don't you just tell us?
How much weight have you gained, Kendall, since you've been there eating all those spaghetti and meatballs and the linguine?
I don't think I've gained any weight. I think I've stayed the same.
Okay, good, because your status as far as an intern for the summer depends on it. Oh, geez.
Wow.
Did I say that out loud?
You did.
Should have said that in
I can't lose any weight either. I need to
should have
stay
said that in
the
a
same
fax,
in order
Terry.
to be-
No, you lost weight? What?
No, should I lose weight?
No, you should stay. No, you
stay
should.
the same.
You should stay exactly the same with minus 20 pounds. Anyhow,
Same.
no, she's. I think she should stay the same. What do you think, Terry?
Okay.
Sure.
She's here every day?
She's here every day. Actually, a great little pickup there by Hot Chisel because she does sound way different.
Yes, she does.
And it's a big improvement.
It is.
From before?
Yes.
Or from the last time we talked?
No, from before you left.
Oh, okay.
It's been a slow little morphing into a normal sounding, actually good sounding girl.
The sorority's out of her.
Goodness.
You'd almost bring her around relatives now.
That sorority Laguna Beach sound is like history.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
It does. Keep it up, Kendall. Keep it up.
All right, baby?
Okay, I'll work on maintaining the normalcy.
All right, take care now.
Okay, well, you guys still have a good day.
right.
I'll talk to you before I get home.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Maybe tomorrow.
Give
Probably
the owner
not.
a big kiss for us.
And stay the same weight, minus 30 pounds.
Sure. Dad's happy he spent all that money so she can learn the word chow.
Okay.
Bellissimo.
Yeah. Burrito.
Man. Well, I can't remember what she looked like. Was she overweight before or no?
Nah.
No.
Oh, some guys might think that.
She's yeah.
She was on the
She's on the thicker side.
thicker side, but not thick.
No.
On the thicker side, but not thick.
Right.
Thicker side, not thick. But, and not at least needs to lose a little bit, but she couldn't afford to gain anymore.
She had her freshman 15.
She had the freshman 15 all fully installed.
Right.
There's something she's got to kind of nip in the bud now, though.
Fully installed.
The way it could get out of control the older she gets.
Nip in the bud. Yeah. Nip, nip.
Nip away.
Bud.
That's not the bud.
No, jeez.
Jeez. So mature.
Okay, thank you.
The T-Man.
Come on, just lay down. Come on. Just lay back. Don't worry. It's all right. No, nobody's coming. I'll just... No. Want to just remind you of the day, Terry?
Oh, absolutely.
I should also remind you that the Shelly Hart Old School Lunch is coming up today.
All right.
90-minute Old School Lunch.
Cool.
Right before your Mariners Game 1 of a 162-game season, Terry. Pasty David is Paps getting together and taking in a game.
Yes, they are.
Gonna eat some shishka berries together?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
He doesn't eat fruit. Come on.
Yeah, but with Pappy, come on. They each start at one end of the stick and meet at the middle.
Oh, wow.
Lady the Tramp sharing the noodle.
Jeez.
All right, your turn for the raspberry.
He did his entire family just do one another, I swear.
Mm-hmm.
Does he get any cigarettes in during the game?
No.
Can't smoke next to Pappy?
Yeah.
Oh, you go to the smoking section.
Not his dad would know that he's gone.
Right.
Whoa.
There are no innings unaccounted for when he's with the Mogul.
I'm going to the bathroom, Dad.
Dave has one outfit that's no smoking that he wears that doesn't smell.
Can't come back smelling like cigarettes, and especially missing 2 innings squeezing out a heater. Anyhow.
Jeez.
Let's see here. 9:34 and 36 seconds. I got the crap effed out of me last night. I have the carpet burns from the pool table to prove it. Signed, Leslie. Hit your buzzer. Hit your buzzer.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna find the buzzer. It's Monday. Someone tried to hide my buzzer.
Wow.
Wow.
About a nickel for every time I've had that happen. All right. Let's see here. 9:33. Oh, geez.
Easy, okay.
Sorry about that.
I'm going to waste the battery.
Alcoholic seizure.
The taboo buzzer. Yeah, anyone out there who wants a buzzer just like hopscotches,
Yeah.
buy the game Taboo.
Oh, he gave it away.
I'm going to market them.
Of course.
The buzzer.
9:29 to 21 seconds. T, is this Kendall hot? I would hope so, because she sounds dumber than a tube of Kendall grease. Well, what do you expect her to sound like over there in Italy? I mean, come on.
Her with the accent.
What's Kendall grease, anyway?
I have no idea.
Steven?
I think there's a brand of Kendall of like automotive parts.
Automotive parts. It's so unfamiliar to you, can't even pronounce it.
9:17 and 44 seconds. Porn and masturbation are a way for a married man to get other women without cheating. Signed, Luke.
Oh, thanks, Luke, for the information.
9:16 and 17 seconds. I use a warm bagel to masturbate. Is that any... Oh, jeez. Well, it's good you don't slap it on fresh out of the toaster. You gotta let it cool off a little bit. A warm bagel, yes.
Perfectly warm.
9:15 and 9 seconds. T-Man, I'm married, but I need a girlfriend. Love, Sally.
Huh? Wow.
Can't follow along?
No, I didn't.
Got
I
it,
was
yeah.
just kind of surprised, though, you know.
She's married, but she wants another woman in her life.
Oh, that was tough.
Mm-hmm.
Thought it was just going to be Sal, like, you know.
T-Man, I'm going to miss the last 15 minutes of the show, writes someone at 9:14 and 29 seconds. I'm assuming they left around 9:35.
Mm-hmm.
T-Man, I'm going to miss the last 15 minutes of the show because I have a bubble butt orgy to get to. Man, you think there's any truth to that, Terry?
Nah.
Is there a bubble butt orgy starting around 10?
I didn't get an invite.
Or does that just mean Star Jones is back on The View?
Yeah, that's part of it.
What'd you do here? You printed out an ad for Kendall Grace? You're all over it, Pasty Dave.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
To think that you could focus knowing that you'll be shishka-berrying it with the Mogul in a couple hours.
Hey, Dad, want some Dippin' Dots?
Oh,
Shishka-berries rule, Terry.
I've never had them.
I mean, they don't hold a candle to Dipping Dots, but still.
Right.
Yeah, if you're into fruit. Fruit.
9:12 and 45 seconds. Steven is definitely lying. He jerks it rough.
Whoa.
Jerks it rough.
9:11 and 59 seconds. T-Man, you're all over it. Choco Lucky Charms are effing great.
Tough to argue.
9:07 and 35 seconds. I'm a Mobile Click member, and I'm mad because what do we do? What do we do for Mobile Click members?
I don't know.
They're supposed to get special treatment.
I guess.
You're supposed to hear the show a half hour earlier than everybody else.
Right. Should be a half hour before we say it.
Yeah.
I hope I have something funny coming up. Pretty sure I don't.
Well, I know I don't.
No, the Dippin' Dots line is going to be great in a half hour.
Oh, yeah.
Anyhow.
Love it, huh?
Oh, they heard that a half hour earlier, by the way. They loved it.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Still cracking up over it.
Dippin' Dots funny every time.
You can't go wrong with Dippin' Dots.
I've never had them.
Oh, geez.
Really?
Yeah.
Get a big pool of Dippin' Dots.
A big pool? No,
Jump
I've
in.
seen them and all
Great.
that.
Oh, they're great.
You fill up your hot tub with Dippin' Dots now, Steven?
I could, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll melt too quickly, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to give them a try.
You jerking it with a warm bagel, too, Steven, while we're at it?
Oh, jeez. With tons of schmear on it, too.
Something tells me it ends up that way. Aye! So,
We're not
Steven,
calling?
huh?
We're not calling anybody.
I'm short on time, Terry.
Short on time?
Who'd you want to call?
Wait, somebody was buzzed?
Person that had the bubble butt orgy, maybe, or
No, somebody was
someone
buzzed
earlier.
in the beginning.
She can't remember.
Someone buzzed it.
You can't even
Scott
remember.
buzzes, by the way.
If you can't remember, obviously they didn't make a big enough impact that we need to call him back.
I can't. It was some girl.
If you remember, I'll call him back.
No, let's call Paste the Mogul.
Let's call the mogul and see if he's interested in the big date today.
See, I need to sign title, huh?
That'd be funny if all this time the Mogul was a smoker.
Tell me who you want to call.
I cannot. It was like the very first one.
Yeah.
Well, if
that
none
you
of you,
read.
that's the funniest thing, though. None of you can remember, though.
I remember bubble butts.
No, that was a different one.
No, the very first. I can't remember.
Do you want me to tell you
Yes.
who you want me to call?
Yes. Give us.
No,
Just tell me.
you buzzed. You wanted me to call him.
buzzed.
Once I tell you what it is, then I don't call because you should have remembered.
Oh,
I'm going to give you another 30 seconds to try to remember on your own. If you can remember on your own, I'll call them. If not, I'll tell you, and then I don't call.
I need time.
Okay.
I remember really liking it.
Just
Was
told
it a
you.
text page from today?
I just told you I'm going to give you time.
Yes. No, it was from last week, Stephen. Jeez.
Man,
It's not the girl that wanted a girlfriend.
short-term
No, that was
memories.
Sally.
See what I tell
The
you?
first one.
When I tell you, you're going to die. Because I'm looking at it right now.
Oh,
It's a doozy, isn't it?
doozy. Oh man, she wanted hot shot. No.
Smothered in peanut butter.
All right, your time is up. I'm going to tell you what you can't remember from a minute ago.
Okay.
At 9:34 and 36 seconds, somebody wrote, I got the crap effed out of me last night, and I have the carpet burns from the pool table to prove it. Sign Leslie.
Right, damn it.
We'll be calling her back
Sorry.
On the air.
because you couldn't
On the air.
remember.
But if you didn't have it in front of you.
Seattle.